The group cleared out a warehouse, stole the necessary medicine, and as they burst out from the warehouse, after a couple of them were badly injured during the fight, they saw Marcus standing at the back gun of the Corvid, shooting ballista at the soldiers that were approaching from the other warehouses nearby. As the party and the crew jumped on board, they sailed away, going to meet with the Luxmars's revenge so that they could go travel back down to the Isle of Kelowna, and specifically the island of Seguridad. After a little while, by a little while I mean about an hour of sailing, just so that they're out of the range of any Navy vessels, the Luxmars's revenge will pull up next to the Corvid, and they will usher you on board as they tie up next to you so that you don't have to worry about actually steering the ship.
Can I go ahead and cast Prayer of Healing and heal everybody up?
Yeah, so you'll have an hour, so.
Yeah, so I cast Prayer of Healing.
Short rest.
You can also have a short rest, that is true.
So question, I guess logistically, do we get a short rest? Like, can we rest while sailing? You know what I mean? Like,
I would say yes, because if it's like calm waters, then if it's calm waters and there are others who are looking out, then yes, and you have the Luxmars's revenge and the Pint who are keeping watch for anything. So yes.
Okay, so how I can basically cast this I can basically cast this as much as I need to heal everybody, right? That's 4 and 1, 9 plus 14 is 23. Everybody gets 23.
Woo!
Anyone?
Thank you.
Take damage. Thank you.
What'd you
You're
say?
welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Dan, tell me about this doctor. We need some time.
Yeah,
to talk
you know
to
what?
this
Let's
dude.
so yeah,
Talk to the
we'll say that happens actually in the hour. So he will come off of the gun, not the gun, but the ballista. Same thing, same but different. And he'll go to the edge of the ship and throw up.
I think Sid walks over to him while he's throwing up and just like claps his hand on his back and goes, "It'll get easier."
I hope so.
Now I appreciate you doing the right thing, but what are you doing on our ship?
The Empire is actively hurting people. Yeah, obviously, but they're actively hurting people, and I swore an oath to not be part of that. So if I'm helping in an Imperial town where there's plenty of clerics and doctors to help the normal people anyway, then what am I feeding into? I just want to actually do some good, so I'm coming with you, hopefully. He kind of looks nervously at that.
Sid has no emotion on his face. It's completely flat.
Yeah.
Like,
can you just give me...
There's normally nothing on his right side, but like there's nothing on the left either.
Can you just give me a base charisma check?
Yeah. 16.
Okay. Yeah, then you keep a complete straight face. No emotion, no twitching, no reactions or anything. I should also mention that you notice that this guy doesn't have like pointed ears, but they're not round like a human's either. They're like slightly ovular, I guess. Which indicates half elf.
Yeah. Now, I think that you could possibly be of service to us on this ship, and we do treat all of our shipmates fairly. I do have to say, it's a fairly new crew. and I don't speak for everyone, but I think that we could probably use a doctor.
I need a doctor.
Yeah. He'll just kind of say like, yeah, my initial goal was to come to that island where people are sick and help them. But after, if I'm welcome and they don't need any more help and they don't need any more assistance, then I'd be willing to join. You all seem to be doing the right thing from what I can see.
Now,
I quickly hide the prisoner.
Well, most
Hide the unconscious guy, like, yeah.
Wait, the trophy.
Yeah, us do the right thing.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Mhm.
now let's introduce you to the rest of the crew. I'm Sid, and this here is Lady. And he, gestures towards Lady, holds out a burnt hand.
It's nice to meet you both. My name's Maros.
And then I think Sid leads him over and kind of says out loud, "Now this is Maros. I'd like you all to introduce yourselves to him."
Iris. What can I? Do you want something to eat? I can make you something.
No, I just lost my lunch and I have no appetite for another, but thank you.
Well,
Ah,
Hi,
Marcus.
hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name's Atlas. Listen, I understand that you want to make a change in your life and do better and not work for the enemy anymore, and that's great. However, I feel like it's important that you know some of the lingo, so I'm going to teach you the slurs that we call the Empire. We planned them out a long time ago. The captains are called wigs, all right? Obviously, because they wear wigs, Officers are called musties. I don't even really know that one, but we
They
call
have
them musties.
They got yellow jackets, Atlas.
They got yellow. That makes so much sense. All right. And grunts we call ketchups.
I don't be
Okay.
understanding that one.
They
So
wear
do you want me to
red.
tattoo
again?
that on you so you can like we all have one.
They got
No.
red coats.
You
I'm-
do?
We
You
all
have a
have
tattoo of that?
Yes.
What?
Why?
When?
I
I
lost
have a
mine in the
tattoo.
fire.
I kind of like look
Oh,
around.
oh,
I kind of like look around.
When
I'm like,
did you do
I
that to? When did you do that? Did you do that? When?
I was like 3 years old.
Was that in the consent form? I don't.
Dude, we all did that together. All of us came up with that. So yes,
Yeah, you
it's in
came
the
up with
consent
that. It's
form.
not. It's not
Yeah.
tattooed on your bodies though.
It's tattooed on mine, canonically.
Okay, sure.
Okay. You just have
Please
musty
persuade me I
written on
have
you.
one.
Let's see, who haven't you met yet? I think you met Marcus, this man you retrieved our ship with, I assume.
Yeah. Hi. It's good to see you again. To actually get a conversation instead of yelling across the deck to each other.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it. It's fine.
Fair enough.
His name is Maris, Marrus. Maros,
Maros.
Yeah.
Marros.
Marros.
Maros.
Maros. Oh,
If I could roll my R's, I'd do it, but I can't.
Maros.
Maros.
Marose.
Maros.
Marozzo.
Mario. It's Mario.
Mario.
Can you be
It's
racist?
Mario.
No, you can't.
can't, I say.
They have legally done enough genocides to be racist against them. It's fine.
So it's fine to do that to Germans too, right? And Russians. You can do it to all this. All right.
It's a mangoes.
It's
amigos,
amigos.
It's a mangoes.
Funny. Funny.
I didn't get to do that.
Thank you, Dee.
Huh?
Oh, that's a fun reaction.
Yeah, it's a nitro
Ugh.
thing. Sorry.
You have to pay money for that, dude.
Just gotta shove it in my face.
Yes.
Aw.
I can't even remember how to do it. Anyway. He'll just... It's nice to meet all of you. So, how long is the journey? Will we be there relatively quickly?
Tempest, how long until we're there?
Sorry.
2 days travel.
Few days travel. And I'll be like,
Nice.
I'm the captain of this ragtag crew. My name's Tempest.
I hand him one of the flyers, Dan.
You be a good man.
What does he say?
He takes the flyer.
It should be noted that election happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Peaceful transfer of power.
Fair enough.
Well, it was
it's-
a peaceful creation of power. There was no power before that.
The Big Bang of power.
The peaceful bang.
The peaceful bang.
Why is that so
All right,
much
well,
worse?
If someone wants to take Morris here to the crew's quarters and figure out a place that he can kind of,
I go. We kind of need the cruise quarters,
well,
right?
we all sleep somewhere, right? So
Yeah.
why don't we find him some place that he can sleep and rest?
I don't know about you, but I haven't felt the need to sleep since the thing.
Yeah.
Ah,
the,
yeah.
the thing. Ah, yes.
It's actually
Thing.
a good
I'll
point.
take him now. You
I
guys
actually-
have a good one.
Yeah.
I did
No, I-
already.
Um,
I already cut down all of the hammocks down below.
I should
we don't
mention-
have one?
I should mention that there are enough. There were enough hammocks, prior to them being cut down, for there to be 10 sleeping quarters and 10 additional crew members.
Okay. So
That can
but
just
they're
be a
cut
joke.
down. Okay.
So all of us, lady, the parrot, and the doctor.
Yep.
Except technically not, because technically you guys don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
No
that
one
he-
needs to
he
know that
whispered
one.
that like the NPC could hear you.
I was whispering it like there were people watching us who could hear me.
And they can hear you
Who?
just as well as
God?
we can hear you.
Hey,
So-
Jesus.
my gain is down on OBS, so
What about mine? I'll speak like this. They'll never hear me.
We've been trying to reach you about your boat's extended warranty.
Yes.
We've been trying to reach you for Mango's extended warranty.
That was low hanging fruit, Dan.
Just like mangoes, which is why they're very easily eaten.
Num.
Or I guess I can take him down to the crew's quarters.
I can do it. You're my captain. Oh, captain, my captain, and I take him down there.
Sure thing.
I'm sure you've been through a lot more than you've been through probably in a long time.
I never fired upon someone in that manner. So yeah, I could use some rest.
And then we need to batten down these crates of medicine to make sure that nothing happens to them on the journey.
Aye, on it.
Sounds like a Rhys job.
Okay.
Sweet.
So you're doing that.
Well, you need a song to go to sleep, mister.
We always need some rhyme.
Swan's gonna sing a lullaby.
Can you imagine
was-
a maskless, like a faceless white mask sitting over your bed playing, you know, like Mary Had a Little Lamb? That's just, oh.
Goodbye.
I'd shit
close
myself.
the
Yes.
step.
I would wake up and shit myself.
That's good. That's good. Thank you. I'm going to bed. Thank you. Thank you. Please leave me. I show him the quarters, Dan, and if there's not a hammock up, I hang one up for him.
There is. It was more just a joke than anything.
Sid missed these.
Sid missed a few.
Yeah. So
Wait, has the damage been mended on our ship? I would assume so. Or like
It's
our
probably
fake
too
damage.
expensive for like men. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's.
With yeah. Our
all the damage was fake.
yeah, I was just making sure it was all like taken care of.
Mhm.
Just checking.
I will let you guys know. It is raining really hard here. So I hope I don't lose
Like on
power.
the ship.
No.
Oh,
like
okay.
like IRL.
Also, I'm gonna call Swan and Atlas over next time I see them into the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Sure.
Why do I
Um,
feel like I'm going to see the principal?
Yeah.
Dude.
Ooh, he's in trouble.
So we'll
Man.
say that this is all happening within the hour that you guys are like,
Mhm.
like it took about 10 minutes for you guys to get away. After about 5 minutes, you guys were probably like, okay, they're not chasing us to the extent we need to worry about it. And the other 45 minutes is standard protocol for pirates. It's just like get as far away as possible before you leave the deck of your ship. So, you deal with all of this. That takes about 10 minutes, I'd say. So you guys are 35 minutes away from when you're going to be summoned onto the deck of the Revenge. So you have that time now. You two get waved down by Tempest to meet him in the captain's quarters.
Well, so you wanted to speak to us?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we could clear the air. Things got kind of tense, you know, and
Well-
we were in a hard situation. I want to make sure the best way to have a good crew and successful operations is to make sure everybody's on the same page. So if you guys have anything to air, I think we should just get it out now. And move on.
Atlas is. You're friends with him. You know him. He is not acting like Atlas
Yeah.
at this particular moment. When called to this, he is treating it almost like I'm gonna close it out and not think about it. He apologized, like, "I'm sorry, Swan. My bad." And are we done here?
Swan, do you have anything to say?
Well, actually, I did want to talk to you, Captain.
Cool.
Really trying to
If-
figure
If
out.
you want to
knock
talk
out.
privately, yeah.
Well, it doesn't really have to be private. It'd be pretty good if, Atlas was here. But, just
He
really
sighs a
knowing-
bit and closes the door so that we can speak privately.
Well, it's not that important. I really just wanted to know what were the thoughts on, surrendering, murdering people that are defenseless.
I mean, I personally, honestly, it's probably situational. I think it might be better to knock out, incapacitate, that kind of stuff. I mean, we're not the Empire, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's up to the individual's call. But I would suggest once situations have kind of settled, we kind of get our shit done and we get out.
Well, I sort of agree with that, so.
Atlas is silent.
So I should mention something to keep in mind with like pirate code. Being a captain of a ship means that you are just the person that the group will turn to for direct orders in combat, so that there aren't conflicting reports and conflicting orders. In typical crews, that
Be the quartermaster.
actually in typical crews, the quartermaster is basically like in charge of everything else. In typical crews in these, that applies to both at sea and on land. There are some that do it differently, where there is someone who's in charge specifically at sea, and then once you go on land, that changes and the command shifts to someone else for combat decisions. But typically it stays between the two. I think that's just worth mentioning as we continue on with this conversation.
I bow to Tempest.
Tempest punches you.
Yeah, so it seems like we're kind of on the same page, but that doesn't mean like things aren't always going to go right.
Well, tricky situations happens, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna defend myself if anything happens to me,
Yeah.
but
And I'm always going to prioritize the crew. Like,
course.
that's the most important thing. Yeah. Well, that's all I got. And then
Okay,
I'm gonna look at Atlas and be like, "Are you okay, dude? We almost lost you there."
There is a flicker. Hold on.
That is what happened. That kind of triggered this, right? You went down.
You see him shutting down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly. I mean, out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Is Death knocked at the door, and he doesn't know. He almost doesn't know how close he came, and like it's terrifying to him. That it was. He doesn't remember. He remembers the first time it happened on the ship,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like that at all. So, I would say you lock eyes with him, and you see a flicker of fear, and he nods and doesn't say anything, and then he pats Swan on the back and walks out.
I'll follow. Wait, hold up. Well, Atlas, how about we go play, I don't know, a game of cards or something? Just loosen the mood a little bit.
Is that a euphemism for go torture this guy, or do you actually want to go play?
No, it's
Okay.
just waiting.
I get out a deck of cards. Get out a deck of cards.
You guys do
Well,
still
like,
have
yeah,
the prisoner. I forgot about that.
We
Nah,
totally
you-
have him.
Not a euphemism.
Is that a euphemism?
Can we make a
How would that
conscious
be a
decision
euphemism?
right now? Did we chuck this guy overboard when
As we were
still in
leaving?
view of- yeah, as we were leaving.
Honestly,
Or
I
is
don't
he
mind
still
it.
on the boat?
I'm okay with that.
I'm
I
okay with
totally
chucking him
think-
overboard.
I'm kidding about the whole torture thing, but I totally think we need to talk to him.
Yeah.
If anything, Abraham can recruit him to be a pirate. That's how some pirates happen.
Or we could just
Fine.
drop him off at the next inhabited island if he doesn't want to join.
Sure,
Yeah.
You know?
That's not. He's not
but
dead.
I think we need to talk to this guy.
You know, maybe his life sucked and he needs a restart. You know,
Maybe-
maybe getting
maybe-
on a new island could be good
Maybe-
for him.
I mean,
Maybe he
we're the
needs
good
friends.
guys.
Yeah.
New name.
No.
If
Leave
we're-
everything behind. Start
Maybe he was
over.
in debt.
If we're
something was
talking-
going wrong.
history of pirates, like in our world, that was very common, was to press others into the service. So
Yeah, it was die or serve us, and you know.
Yeah, from
you
his
had to pick
perspective, I
one.
don't think he thinks he has much of an option. We just slaughtered everyone he worked with and kidnapped him.
hmm
Okay, then what I'm gonna do? Okay, I think we talk to him.
So wait,
If
what's
we
the
didn't-
brig? Is it the parrot cage?
It would be the Caveira cage, yes.
I would assume like all ships would have some kind of detainment thing in it.
I could just tie him up
For-
a rope, guys.
That too.
Yeah, that's
Feed him beef jerky.
We just shoved him inside one of the
I
crates.
I would just like Rhys to tie him up. Rhys, how's your knots?
Not good.
I do not know.
Oh.
And how's Rhys' knots?
Boo.
I feel like I could probably do that.
Will you tie him up, please?
Yeah, bet. I just don't know. Like, I don't know where this dude is.
I think I
Okay.
just have been dragging him around like ball and chain.
Just like
Just,
grab
like-
him by the scruff.
Because he's still unconscious, so I literally have just been like picking him up.
Well, if he's
moving him.
unconscious for 25 minutes, just he's dead. So I don't think that's the
I-
case.
Fine, then he's
Well,
still
I mean,
awake.
if he's stabilized, right? Like if he's stabilized.
Let's see, do I have any
Technically,
heroin
how
on
it
me?
works with a PC, normally you roll like a 1d4 and see how many hours they're out for, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking more like IRL, but
Hmm.
that's fair.
I separate the brainstem.
Christ.
That'll keep him out. All right, then. Can we agree that he is tied up now, Dan, or do we need to do a thing?
Yeah, we can say he's just tied up. You guys are good.
I like to think
Alright.
that like I was told to go tie the dude up, and I just kind of like grabbed him by the back of his shirt and just like it's like a suitcase, just yoink.
Take him into
Picked up
the
dude and
quarters
carried him.
captain, please, Rhys.
Yeah, just like yoink. No,
Yeah.
no stress, no difficulties picking him up. Just okay, let's go.
Perfect.
We have our new Og.
Yes.
True.
Dan, are there curtains outside the captain's quarters on like the windows and stuff?
There is one window in the captain's quarters.
Yeah, and are there curtains?
There is a singular, musty, moth-eaten curtain. Yeah.
Can I close it to trap all the light from
Sure.
coming in?
You touch it, it is very gross.
Fine. I touch it.
You
So
clean it with
You touched all of us for 10 minutes, so
I do clean it with prestidigitation. Perfect, clean.
All right. Works for me.
I also don't even touch it because I have telekinetic.
Okay.
We haven't long rested yet.
It's true.
Oh, yeah,
Darn.
it's true.
Never mind.
Haha.
Okay, and so what would the light level be in here? If I snuff out all the candles,
I'd say low light.
low light. Okay. Then
Atlas has
I-
been waiting for this for 2 weeks.
Slightly bright because Lady is in the room.
Fair.
Wait,
Also,
so
I would
who's
ass-
there?
yeah, who would be there? I feel like would I be there? Big buff.
I would.
don't know, I don't
would
know
want
what-
you there.
What are we?
Okay.
Wait, what are you doing?
We're just
over
kind of
We're gonna
talking
talk.
to the
We're
dude.
gonna, we're gonna talk to this dude.
Would
But
I be-
like
okay.
we need like weapons out, guns out. Like I need Rhys.
Oh
in the
yeah,
room
this is
because he's
great
huge.
talking.
Actually,
He's-
I swear, like still headcanon, I think that you're like 6 foot, but you telling me you're like 5'4" still gets to me.
I think I
Like-
think I actually changed the height to be a little bit taller.
I think you should because I
I did.
imagine you in a headcanon is like The Rock. Like that is my headcanon. Is you're just this huge
I think
muscular
I
man.
changed it so I'm close, or if not the same height to Sid.
Whichever
So
the
like
hell
closer
I
to
said.
5'10".
Yeah.
I think we have everybody in here. I think we have everybody in here.
Mm-hmm.
Someone
Uh,
would need to be
I might
steering.
be, if everybody's going to be in there, I might be out steering.
Someone does still need to do that.
Lady
Yeah.
can steer, right?
Lady is probably going to be pretty important in convincing this guy to fucking hang out
That's
with
true.
us.
That's true. Okay, I
so the
sit this guy- or-
doctor's below deck. Tempest is steering. Everyone else is in the captain's quarters with the individual that you guys took hostage.
I lock the door.
Okay. It's like a latch that you close down.
That's fine.
So
And I would like to set this guy up in a chair. Somebody may help me, by the way, if I'm the weakest man.
I will-
You know,
I
you.
can do that.
I'm painfully average.
I can be the muscle man for you and do
I
stuff.
appreciate it.
That's what the Blue Man Group's for.
I walk over to Swan and I would like to whisper in his ear as quietly as possible. Can you play some creepy music?
And then I will say not as quietly as you wish, and I'll pull out my vial.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I say under my breath. Dan, I would like to create a light bulb and have it swing from the ceiling.
if someone wants to cast light on the end of a rope and have it just kind of swing, I will allow
Please.
that.
I don't think anybody has light.
I do not have light.
Yeah.
Well, we have a. I could set a piece of rope on fire, right?
I feel like that's not good.
Fine.
Eh.
So Dan, how does invisibility work in terms of like if you speak, do you come out of invisibility?
I don't believe
see what you're
speaking.
doing.
I don't believe speaking is one of the ways that you can.
Yeah, it's like taking action.
All right, who wants to be invisible and ruin this guy's like perception?
Who has
It's
good
embodied
I
voice.
do.
Who has good
I do.
intimidation?
Okay.
Can I do it?
Yeah. What's your intimidation?
+4.
Yeah. Invisible.
I'll
Boom.
keep playing the violin. Yeah. I can do better, but I'll let you do it because I can't be fucked or RP.
Atlas is like the mafia boss. I'm the bodyguard, and he's like, "So you've come to me on the day of my daughter's
On
wedding."
my daughter's wedding.
Of my daughter's wedding.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you? Oh man.
There's just like Harry in the corner.
All right, boss. What you want me to do to him, boss?
I would specifically request that whenever I speak while I'm invisible right now, that I speak with a Minotaur accent.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
More intimidation. Let's go.
Maybe?
Might not even count.
A
Like, what's the
Minotaur
advantage?
accent?
Yeah, I can speak Minotaur, and I ran by Dan. If I can speak Minotaur, can I speak Common in a Minotaur accent?
Okay.
A few sessions ago, and he said yeah.
I pull out the blue vial of medicine that I stole.
Mhm.
And I pull up a chair and I do the whole like across the ground.
Okay.
Sit it down in front
Except you make the sound with prestidigitation.
of it. Yeah.
Floor's made of wood.
Wood does that. Wood does that. It squeaks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I sit down in the chair and I
Mhm.
hold this and I kind of tap it against his temple. And I say, "What is this?"
You see that he doesn't really react. Like when you do that, and he'll say, I don't know. I really don't.
How long have you had this in this warehouse?
So this is the blue one that you guys found in the office, right?
Yes.
He'll say, I remember that one coming in with the others. The ones that you all took.
So how long?
It's been in here for about 2 weeks.
Has anybody came and gotten some, taken some out, moved it, or has it stayed in here?
Listen, I don't know. I really don't. We weren't allowed to go into the captain's private quarters. He had other officers go in, but I'm bottom of the barrel.
Well, bottom of the barrel can still be useful in certain situations. Listen, I'm gonna level with you. We're a ragtag group of pirates, and I frankly don't care if we leave you on an island, or leave you on a piece of wood, or leave you at the bottom of the ocean. It doesn't matter to me. It is, if it matters to you, it is up to you to prove your worth right now. Tell me everything you know.
About what?
Tell me about this medicine. Tell me about your superiors. Tell me about good spots to hit. Tell me everything you think a person like me would care about.
I mean, you all killed my superior. My direct superior.
That's right, we did. I remember that.
I was mostly just stationed in the city of Arist. That's all I was assigned to.
You don't have cousins and friends on other islands?
Keep in mind, you were on the mainland for that. Arist is on the mainland.
That's what I'm saying. On other islands, you don't have friends and cousins on other islands, you know?
Not really. No.
Not really, or no? Which one is it?
I mean, I had friends who were in the service, but they're all kind of dead now. So
I want to slap him on the shoulder and rub it a little bit, kind of like I'm trying to console him, but obviously there's a little bit of a threat underneath there.
mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Oh fuck, I have his name. Hold on.
Bob. Bob. I'm gonna call you Bob. Listen, Bob. Listen, Bob. Listen. I like you, Bob. You're a man after my heart, Bob. Bob, I don't think we're gonna leave you at the bottom of the ocean. But Bob, I need you to understand that while it may not look like it, we are the good ones, and you are the scum. But I'm gonna bring you up to the good level. We're gonna help people.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a chance to help people. Do you want that chance, Bob?
My name's Trefor, but
I like Bob.
okay.
Bob
I
now.
kind of like lean over and like whisper into Atlas's ear. I thought his name. I feel like his name would be Jerry.
I forgot. I just pulled it out of my ass.
It's fine. It works.
All right, Bob.
I'm still kind of in shock with everything.
Oh, man. Where are my manners? Get this man a glass of tea or grog. Which one do you prefer? You a bourbon man? You a tea man?
He's still tied up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. We can
absolutely.
forcefully give him the
Make him
drink.
We can waterboard tea. We can tea board. him.
Exactly.
What's he like?
Tie
What do you
down the
Bob?
man into the Boston Harbor.
Tea.
I don't really care.
All right, I don't have any whiskey on me. Can somebody give me some whiskey? Get
On
him
it,
some
Bob.
whiskey.
On it.
Thank you, boss, as well, because I'm not your superior, but you're my boss. So
Yes, sir.
thank you.
He'll say like, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like the Empire's a great place and it's awesome and it does nothing wrong, but like not everyone who works for it and under it are monsters.
Yeah. Oh. Reminds me of this piece of fiction I read about a group of individuals. There was a faraway land named Germany. And all they said was we were just following orders. And listen, you follow orders of the bad men, you are the bad men.
Great time to
all
come
right?
back in, Colin.
Heard that one. It's the little what's it?
I don't want.
Yeah,
I can
that's
tell you,
exactly the
they were
name.
not C's. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe they were B's or A's, but they were not C's. That's for sure.
You follow the orders of the bad men, you are bad men. And we'd like to give you the opportunity, Bob, to follow the orders of good men. Men that care about loyalty and family and others.
To be
And
fair,
I
like,
guarantee you, your superior didn't care about you.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like at the same time, I was just a guard in the city. Like, we were guarding that warehouse. I don't know what the reason was behind it, but that's all we were told to do.
Right.
Are
Okay.
you saying my character's name?
No.
Okay. I'm stupid.
He
It's fine.
then he hears from behind him. I say we should maroon him then.
Sid, have you been checking out the documents that you grabbed from the office?
Yeah, you should. I should do that.
As you kind of are just looking through it while you're listening in on the conversation to see if you can maybe catch him in a lie or something along that sort, you find that there is...
So convenient. I thought of this.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who has the documents. So I figured like that would be something that you would do. Sid's not dumb. So
No, absolutely not. Like not at all. I'm making a jab at myself.
Colin.
oh, you're
dumb.
okay. Fair. So Yeah, I mean, like as you're kind of checking that out, you see that there is a message from very obviously someone higher up than the captain who was in charge of the warehouse, that basically states that there might be pirates who come looking for this medicine, and that there was an attempt at infiltration on a fortress in the islands down to the south. That infiltration is talking about you guys, and the medicine obviously is what they were holding there that you all stole. So they knew, and they're specifically holding this medicine to specifically not help the people in Seguridad.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that, right? We knew that
You
but
didn't
Bob
know that
wasn't
they-
holding out on purpose, right?
You didn't know
You
that
didn't
they were
knew our
holding.
purpose.
Yeah.
Bob doesn't know. We should show Bob.
Yeah, I think Sid says that, and then he kind of sets the documents on Bob's lap in front of him because Bob's in a chair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I
his
like
name is Bob. He sets.
Well,
the,
his name's
the
not.
document-
His name's not actually Bob.
His name
No,
is
it's Bob.
No,
It's Bob now.
Sorry,
Um,
Dad.
Whatever his first name is, Bob is now like the official like nickname that we just call him that.
Dan, that's what happens when I say what's his name and it takes you more than 0.3 seconds that you don't know from rote. You
Dan,
lose.
Under legal threat, this is now his name, and if you kill our new beloved NPC, Bob,
Things will not
There
go
will be
well
hell
for
to
you.
pay. There will be
It
hell
I
to
have
pay.
your address.
That is actually true. You do have my address.
Pipe bomb.
yeah, he sets it. He sets the documents with that like spot on top of it, and just
No. See, X, you're getting it all wrong. They're British. The Irish send pipe bombs. Anyway.
That's true. The IRA.
Yeah. Anyway,
I love the IRA.
Trefor
people.
will read it over.
Bob.
And I like to just imagine that Perry is like just kind of like fucking with his hair
Please.
while he's
please.
invisible, just kind of like
Can you reach it?
well he's just looking down reading it.
Did Perry even reach the guy's hair?
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
what X just said.
Oh,
That's why I'm staring
I mean,
at him.
yeah.
Reach it?
Yeah, I mean
bitch.
he's sitting in a chair. But yeah.
But
I
Perry's
want to be
like
doing
three.
it like this though. I want to be doing it like I'm grabbing from the tops to make it seem like I'm taller. to Bob.
And he'll just say, "Wait, what's happening on Seguridad? What's going on there?"
Now, people are sick on Seguridad, and the Empire's had its opportunities to give them a hand, and we suspect that the Empire might be behind it in general. But
But you were just following orders, man. You were just
exactly.
guarding it. You were just guarding it, doing what they ask you to, never asking any questions. The big man pays your check. Come on, man.
I mean, listen, I got pressed
What do
in
they
the
tell you
service.
about pirates?
I mean, pretty much everything that you've probably heard. You're
That we're big, scary men who want to come and take all your civilized world and turn it upside down. Do nothing but destroy the order that's in front of you.
Does he have a
I don't know
necklace,
if
Dan?
that's necessarily true.
did you say if he has a necklace?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually he does.
Can I cast Mage Hand to kind of like pull it against his throat? But not super hard. I don't want to choke him at all. I just want it to like come up to his thing.
Sure. So as you do, you see the charm on the end of it. Rhys and Atlas, this symbol looks very familiar to you, to both of you.
Is it a blue man's face?
No. It is a
The Corvid's flag.
no. It is a lion head in profile.
Listen,
I kind of
Bob.
like look at it while he's still like talking with Bob, and I'm just like trying to. You can start to kind of see visual like confusion of like, looks familiar. Where have I seen that before?
And then you look
But like I
down at your
don't
body.
say anything. What?
It's tattooed on you.
Oh, it is? I didn't know that.
Where have I seen that before? Ah, my hand.
I didn't realize that I had that. Oh yeah, that's why. Never mind. I just
Mhm.
forgot that that was a part of my thing.
Mhm.
Never
Listen,
mind.
Bob.
You know that there's only a very select group of people that can have that. Not select, but
Bob,
there's
I
like
don't-
specific people that are allowed to have that symbol.
Bob, we don't want to hurt you. Bob, there's a lot of fanfare and there's a lot of stories, and we have, we have things to upkeep and legends to keep and make sure people are afraid of us so that we can do what we need to do to help the world. But in reality, we're trying to help sick people, and we need your help to help sick people. And if you don't want to be a part of it, we're not going to leave you at the bottom of the ocean, but we will leave you on an island with no way to get home. It sounds less evil than dropping you at the bottom of the ocean, but in reality, you'll starve. You'll go hungry.
Listen, I
You'll
get it.
thirst.
I get it.
You'll start to think your fingers look real tasty.
I get what
And I don't want to do that to you, Bob.
Chill.
Well, that's not in the consent form, dude. You can't. We would.
He'll just stop you and say, like, listen, I get it. I get what you're doing. I didn't know that they were doing any of this. They
And I
told us.
forgive you.
They told us that what we were guarding was important because they wanted to keep the stores of that medicine in case any of the soldiers got sick, and they were blaming the sickness on pirates.
I look at Sid. Imperials, man. I swear.
Blaming us for problems they created.
They always
They
do.
won't fix it themselves.
Listen, Bob. I'm sorry for the whole parade. And I start to untie the top of the rope. And I hope that Marcus is back with whiskey now.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is like some of the grossest whiskey that you've ever seen. Because this is like bottom of the barrel shit that
It's all
was
we
on
get.
this ship
All right,
before
boss.
you guys got here.
Like 9.
We do know for a fact that there is Thatch family rum in the captain's quarters too.
Oh, that's fine. Listen. Bottom of the
Actually, no.
barrel whiskey.
What's his face? Captain Abraham had that on his person.
Yeah.
Ah,
He
okay.
didn't leave
Nice.
any for you
Alright.
guys. Come on.
I hand him the cup of whiskey and I say, bottom of the barrel whiskey for a bottom of the barrel man with hopes to rise through the ranks. You start at the bottom of the barrel there. Come rise with us.
We may look like scary people, but I tell you, underneath all this charred flesh and tattoos and big rippling muscles and all that, we all got hearts of gold.
Under these huge muscles and this big
Under my,
Two
under my
questions.
penis, I keep my heart.
Don't we all?
You
Do you have two of them?
Don't we all?
Time Lord.
Heart is stored in the balls. Yes. Then 2 questions. One, does please. Truth serum exist in this world?
Does what?
Serum.
Oh,
Yeah.
truth.
serum?
Oh,
Your truth system.
I mean,
cast
there are-
suggestion for him to tell us the truth.
Yeah, there
Zone
are
of Truth
spells.
is a
Spell
spell.
of truth is the spell.
Oh yeah, right. I mean, if someone has that, we could have just done that.
I
didn't-
think it's a cleric spell.
And paladin.
All right. Yeah, so I was gonna ask if that exists, and if yes, do we have some on the ship? But I doubt so.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's going to be like you have to go to a specific magic shop for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's fine because I would have loved to make some in the whiskey, but
No, it's also a bard thing, but you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have access to it?
Yeah. Level
Like-
2.
Do you have it?
No.
Ah.
No.
Well,
I didn't
never
click it
mind
either.
do you
then.
have it?
When I went to level 4, I didn't click it either, and I don't know if...
You
like,
guys
it's
technically
not
aren't
like
level
Druid-
4 yet.
Like, I know Druid, all the spells, I could, like, go to bed and learn them. Or something.
Mhm.
Not the same as
It's true.
Bard. Or Bard can also do that dumb shit.
I don't know if
Like,
bards can do that. I think at level 4 you can change spells. But I don't know if like you can swap like a druid.
Okay, I'm gonna go do some research.
Did he drink the whiskey today?
He'll take the glass and take a sip, yeah.
Did I win him over?
He like almost throws up.
Good stuff, isn't it? And I pat him on the back.
Now, boys, I think our first order of business with whatever pay we get for this is to get some better goddamn alcohol.
I think that's
I
probably
second
right.
that.
That's my bad, Bob. I'm sorry, Bob.
I'm sorry too, pal. I mean,
fine.
you know, I did what I was asked to do.
It's all we got.
All good. Don't drink that. I think it's
Yeah,
gone.
get it all out. Get
No,
it
I
all
think we
out.
could-
It's fine. Well,
Can I
think
take
we
a
could
drink of
let 'em
whiskey?
roam around. I think we could let them roam around, just no weapons, right?
No, I think
Yeah,
Bob
nothing's
is.
no
I think we
weapon.
take his weapons, but Bob's not going to make problems for us. Are you, Bob?
If
I
you
mean, where are you going? Out
mean,
into
if you-
the sea?
keep calling me Bob, I'll be upset. But other than that, I'm not. What else can
Bob,
I
I
do?
feel like you need to just get used to it.
even-
You think any
your
of us?
name
This is
is
the
Bob?
name that our mother gave us. Come on.
I don't even know that.
Yeah,
I woke up a
that
grown
is
man.
fine.
I didn't know my mother.
We all
so
did.
So what's it matter what she named you?
it's the name I was called at the orphanage. So
Well, now you're
Pretty
Bob.
real here,
Batman?
Bob. Bob, we're getting pretty real, and we're getting too real. In fact, we've just met. Come on. Don't give me your life story.
It's a
yet.
love language. It's trauma dumping. It's a love
We're a
language.
pirate crew, we're not therapy.
Come on, man.
Is
We
Bob
need
a
therapy.
potential love interest?
is Bob a
But,
potential love interest? I mean,
Yeah, is that an
That's a
option?
good
Does he
call.
have?
Like right
Does
before
he
the
have his
last
own route in the
mission,
dating sim?
as long as
Can
we
we
do the
get the Bob
correct
ending?
things, right
Mhm.
before the last mission, can we romance Bob, like as a group?
Can we get the Bob ending?
As a group.
I thought we were gonna romance the doctor. Like that's what I thought we were romancing.
Quien
like,
no
you
los
could-
dos.
I have the doctor if you want.
Both
Leave
of
both for
them.
the rest of us.
Yeah, you can actually romance both of them, but they both get pissed at you and tell you right before the last mission that
Oh.
you can't romance either of them. But it is kind of a fun little cheat thing, you know.
They both
Okay, okay.
they
Yes,
both
some
walk
people
into the
are
room
into
like
that.
both half naked, and then they tie you up and leave you, and tell
Yeah.
you to go fuck yourself. Fun fact:
Can
that
you-
is actually something that happens in a game.
Yes, exactly what I was referencing. Dan.
Yep, yep. I knew that's what you were getting at. So
No spoilers.
yeah, I won't say
Alright.
which game.
What game, Mike?
It's a really
Stardew
good
Valley.
game. Play it though.
It is good. Yeah, you should play the game that we're not going to tell you the name of. Anyway, Mango.
Sorry.
Then,
Yeah.
Right before the last mission in Stardew
you-
Valley.
The entire tree, yeah. What do you mean the mission in Stardew Valley?
for more added information, Dan Man, the Man,
What's up, man?
the rule is like whenever I level up, I can change one spell, and then that's about it. When I reach level 4, I can change one cantrip.
Ah,
You should
that was
also
it.
get unlock spells.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So you can
he
add
gets
spells in
magical
exchange.
secrets later on.
Yeah.
But it's a Tasha's feature to be able to change your spells and cantrips, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Spells are base player's handbook. Cantrips are Tasha's. Yeah. Anyway, so he'll obviously allow you to disarm him. You find that there is a dagger in his boot. A dagger on his back, like on like the back of his belt. He had a sword at his hip. And
I take the necklace.
can I've had that for as long as I can remember.
I kind of like nudge Atlas and be like, "I let the man keep the necklace. It's not gonna do any harm."
Could do us some good when we need to pretend to be in the Empire.
I don't be thinking that's an empire symbol.
Atlas, this is a symbol you have tattooed on your body.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
now.
Both of us have it
Yeah.
on ourselves, so I don't think it's an empire symbol, my dude.
Makes me even want it more.
Yeah.
Fine.
If you guys are curious to know what it looks like, it is in the general chat. By the way, shout out to X for helping me make that.
Oh, I forgot. Lamau. Good friend, by the way. That's me. All right. I'll let
Good job, whoever that is.
See, we'll talk. Bob, would you like to speak to our captain, our captain?
I mean, sure.
He's a good man.
You find a in his pack, you find a rolled up whip that as you touch it, you feel that there is some sense of something about it.
Who does?
Lasso of truth.
I do.
Whoever's disarming him,
I'll disarm him. What is it?
it has some magical property. That's all you can tell. It has like
Stole it
sparks
from
off of it.
Stole it from Wonder Woman.
As soon as I'm out
It's
of
a
my
whip,
like
not a
scary
lasso.
Atlas mode, Atlas goes back to like, "Hey, Tibbet, need your help."
Yeah. So you leave after disarming him. He's just kind of like dusting himself off. This is before he would come up to meet Tempest.
I think before like when everybody else kind of like is starting to filter out of the room.
Also, Perry is still invisible.
Sick.
You didn't get to use the Minotaur accent. I'm sad.
Rip.
Sid will walk up to Bob and go, "Now, I trust you, and everybody else here is gonna trust you. But just so you know, we're gonna have Lady keep an eye on you." And he nods to Lady, and he goes, "She's got a real vigilant eye, so I suggest nothing stupid."
Mm-hmm.
What's his real name? Or not Dan?
Bob, come on.
It's Trefor.
It was
Treffor.
Was.
I think it's just one F.
The guard formerly known as Trefor.
Well, I
Reborn as Bob.
I put Bob in parentheses Treffor, which means he truly is Bob.
That is now his canon name.
Okay.
And
You will not call him Trefor. That is his dead name.
He is trans.
If anything,
We have trans his gender.
guys,
I take-
the diversity hires.
I take the whip to Tempest.
Tempest, what is this?
So Tempest, Atlas just bursts out of the captain's quarters and is holding a whip.
I have found. And you hear prestidigitation.
I'm up on that. I'm
"Ah!"
at the helm. And you burst out. I'm like, what's that?
And I do
Good.
like a video game noise, and with prestidigitation, he goes, "Ah!" and I'm holding it.
So, like Zelda?
Yeah.
I take it. I look it over. Is there anything special about it? Are there any like carvings in it? Anything that would make it seem magical?
You see a glyph carved into it.
What does the glyph look like? Paint me a picture.
The background of his necklace that it's actually the background of the tattoo, one of the tattoos on Atlas's body that he wears out in the open. It's the background of the one with the lion head in profile in the foreground.
Where is this tattoo?
It's on my forearm right here.
I'm gonna kind of grab your hand and kind of turn it over and look at this glyph.
It's just the lines without the lion.
Yeah. Interesting. We need to get a pearl.
I yell.
Can I sense any sort of magical properties from this? Would I be able to do that or no?
I mean, just touching it alone, you can feel.
I'm
that
gonna
there is
cast
some.
Detect Magic to figure out what kind of magic emanates from this whip.
Sure.
Do you have
Um,
identify?
I do,
Yeah,
but
but
you
it needs
need
a
a
pearl.
pearl that is worth 50 or 100 gold or something like that.
Can't you cast it as a ritual?
Yeah, you can ritual.
Yeah,
cast
but
it.
you need to have the component.
For a ritual cast? I didn't think you did.
I believe so.
Have I been doing ritual casting wrong my entire life?
I think you always need to spend if it specifies a specific component. You always need to.
I thought it just literally was the time.
Yeah, I thought the time counteracted that.
I don't believe so.
I could be wrong.
Bad DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. I've been doing ritual casting for like fucking 5, 6 years, 7 years. I don't know how long. I don't know, whatever it is, like 8 years wrong.
Can I check the bag of holding for a pearl?
Ooh, smart.
Sure, you find one. I'll allow it.
Nice.
Nice.
Because I've also been doing that wrong, and you guys were just casting Identify willy-nilly.
Is it consumed for identify?
If it has a value, I assume it usually does.
Well, sometimes. So, like with chromatic orb has the diamond, but it specifies that it does not get consumed.
I feel like it needs to specify that it doesn't get consumed to not be consumed.
So a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces and an owl feather.
Weren't you wanting to use a pearl for identify on the magic sand though?
Abraham
So
might have a pearl.
I don't think it is consumed, which is good. Okay, so I will sit down and start ritually casting Identify. Holding the pearl in my one hand and the whip in the other hand. Well, first I'll ask Atlas to take the helm.
I take the
I was
helm.
gonna say.
And then
Who's driving?
And I really start focusing on the magic. 10 minutes go by.
Dan, can you donut a ship?
Yeah, everybody
Very
knows.
slowly.
Everybody knows that Atlas took the helm.
I
Little
drop
bit.
Baker and
Oh,
donut.
Oh no.
It got a little rough.
If it is legitimately rough, though, Sid will come and join you.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Very good at it.
So yeah, with your time spent with this, you're casting Identify first, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You get that this is an item called the Undead Slayer's Whip. Against undead, it deals an extra 2d6 damage.
And we know who the BBG's like his type's gonna be.
But with this particular whip, from Identify, you have to share a specific bloodline in order to use it.
Or are these the Belmonts?
Question. Dan,
No
are you technically considered
shot.
undead?
Whip that kills undead. Come on.
We're not undead. No.
Okay. I wanted to double check.
Guys, his name is Trefor,
Trefor Belmont.
not Belmont.
Oh my god.
Dumb reference.
It's a good reference. Fuck off.
That was a good show.
It's also good games. Okay.
Yep, were good games.
Never played them.
You're good.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask. So I'll relay that information, and then ask what was found out in the interrogation.
He doesn't really know anything. He's of no use. He's not easily intimidated, which could be useful. But yeah, he's nobody. And so I figure he either
If we
joins
believe
us.
what he says.
I know. It's very strange, but he's a nobody. He doesn't.
Wait, Perry's still invisible? Perry
Yeah.
just said that out of
You
nowhere.
just hear Perry's voice. You don't see him.
I like invisible Perry. It's funny.
Just wait till I wild shape while this happens. Just gonna start
Imagine
hearing
you-
squeaking
imagine-
out of nowhere.
Just imagine like you're invisible and then all of a sudden you come back and you didn't realize that you wild shaped until after you became invisible. Like after you came out of invisibility. So you went in being like your halfling self and you come out looking like a cat or something. And then we're like, what the?
Where did cat come from?
What did
Where's
Perry
this cat?
I said if we believe what he says.
say? Okay. And I was like,
We did an inside check.
Did
No.
we?
insight
No.
check isn't like a lie detector.
I know, but it kind of helps you read the person, and I never even attempted.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's weird that a nobody would have this whip. That seems to be. He's walking around the ship now.
Should be,
yeah.
but if you've
At
taken
this
10
point-
minutes,
At this point, he's let out, and Lady is following right behind him.
And if this
Alright.
medicine was so important, why would they put a bunch of nobodies in charge of it? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but like a magical
I
weapon
mean, they'd be expendable.
would cost base level 50 gold. That's a lot of money for a guard. Right? So I mean this came from his family. And if his family had magic has blood ties, it seems somewhat significant. I could be wrong.
Didn't he say he got the name that was the name he used at the orphanage?
I wasn't there. Was he adopted?
yeah, it's
From
a
what
rough
we
subject.
heard,
I
I-
don't like to talk about it.
That's what he claims.
Like,
I mentioned his mom didn't matter, and he's like, I've never met my mom, and it's like, well, hit
he
me
also
home
had
there, buddy.
a necklace with the same exact mark that both Atlas and I have.
What is the
And
mark?
I kind of
Why do you
and
guys
I kind of like lift up my arm and we both show off like the little like lion thing.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Marcus, Sid, Perry, Swan, and Tempest make a history check for one specific reason, and I want Atlas and Rhys to make a history check for a different reason. Atlas and Rhys, you guys have advantage on this, but you need to use one use of your thing if you want to use it.
17, baby.
16.
Dirty 20.
21?
Okay.
21.
19.
19.
Marcus?
Nice.
Marcus, come on, do you know this too?
Let's
You have to know
go.
this. I don't care whatever it is.
Right.
Fudge your roll. Fudge your roll, you know
Hey.
this.
A what check? Sorry, I just
History check.
History.
yeah, my bad.
You good.
Yeah, you're bad indeed.
Damn.
Skill
Damn.
issue.
Skill issue, not 20. I'm not even joking.
Well, okay. I mean, this is a very well-known symbol. Everyone would pretty much know what this is. There were a group of
Fucking
heroes.
idiot if you don't.
Yeah, there were a group of heroes from many, many years ago, around the year 465, when they retired from adventuring, that settled down in an area called the Lion's Den. This particular symbol is the symbol of the Lion's Den. In order to get into this place, you need this symbol. That's not like, in order to get into it, like guards will let you through. In order to literally access it via magical means, you need this symbol. For you two, in particular, for Atlas and Rhys, I'm pointing on Discord, but for there and there for stream purposes, there is an orphanage in the Lion's Den. You don't know how you know this, but you know that it is one of, like, the most renowned orphanages in the world. That if you are going to be an orphan, this is the place to go to, because you will find a family very quickly. You will be taken care of if you can't find a family, and it's just seen as like a genuinely good place to be if you have lost your family.
If you plan to be an orphan, yes. That's the way you put it there.
Is that how I put it? Listen,
Yes.
Like,
if you were were going to be an orphan, this is the place that you would want to be. Fuck
You're gonna
off.
kill your parents.
Yeah, kill your parents while you're
Do
at
it.
the Lion's Den,
Do
and
it,
then you'll go to that orphanage. Plan for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, that just... Go on, I'm sorry.
God.
Kill your father, kill your father, kill your father.
Kill your mother, Tracy.
I'll also take this moment to excuse me while I leave stream and go to sleep.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for
No.
playing. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah,
Bye.
Yeah, go
Goodbye.
bed. Go sleepies.
Here's a healthy breakfast option. You should kill
You should kill
mom.
your mom. This way women never fuck you, so you could build a bomb. Power in your
Does this
eyes.
hit me like a wave of like, ah, and then I go look at Bob, like I see Bob in a new light?
Not necessarily, but you're like, why do I know that about this place?
It's more like a G flat. Ah,
Sure.
Yeah. It's not as ah, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more of a
More like a.
We're doing jazz now. Everybody hit a chord.
This song is called Mangoes.
Dan.
Dad, you okay?
I spit when I left. It was real gross. Continue.
I mentioned Tempest. We should keep an eye on him. But
Yeah, I agree.
he is more than meets the eye, I think. Should we show him to Abraham? I mean, he's 100 feet away right now, right?
And
Abraham is
5
literally-
minutes from pulling up to your ship to have you come on board.
So should we?
I think we could wait.
'Kay.
I'm interested to see if either you or Rhys can use this whip.
I can't.
You can't?
Mm, I mean, is it dexterity or is it strength?
It's Dex.
I
is
say
both.
to.
Well, it's finesse, so it's both, technically.
It's finesse. Okay, I have a +3 with dexterity. I say to you in character, and and Rhys
We
has a
got
+5.
two
Well,
It's pretty
I
safe
more
now.
mean like whether or not it's useful is here nor there. I'm wondering if you have the ability to use it.
Hey, can we all be whip users? That'd be pretty sick.
I have okay Dex. My
Kinky.
Dex is +3.
Can I nickname us?
Devo.
Do it.
What
right now.
What are you gonna say? Is this reference to what we were talking about before stream started?
Everybody immediately haunted face was like, wait a minute.
Now, wait
It took me
a
way
second.
too long. I don't like that it took me that long.
You're the one who said it.
I know. Okay,
Welcome
that's
to
why I
the
said I
Naturals
don't
and
like
we
that
the
it took me
Crackers.
that long. No, that's you get me banned.
Dan's a himbo.
Stop.
Ban's a himbo.
We're on Twitch.
Where are the himbos?
Oops, all himbos.
Don't get me fucking banned, bro. I swear to God.
The Naturals does not endorse any opinions.
Anything I say. Anything
any
I
opinions
say.
expressed by expression.
It's interesting that
Don't
Dan gave
listen
us
to
the
X.
whip.
Don't listen to
Interesting.
what X says or does.
Okay,
As I say,
so
not as I do.
You have the
we
bag of holding, right? I just put it in
I
there
do
for a
have the
bit.
bag of holding.
At this point, Abraham
Did you want
shipped,
Rhys to try it?
Well, so we need an undead to be able to know if you can use it. So we're not
Oh,
going to be
true.
able to know if you can use it yet.
Just fucking capture the next zombie we can find. Like, all right, everybody take turns.
His name's
All
Bob
right.
now.
Line them up.
All right, so we get to the. Are we meeting on Seguridad or are we meeting somewhere else? I can't
So
we were, like,
in like
connecting
Seguridad being
boats.
an hour
yeah,
away.
in 5 minutes, you're connecting boats, and then it's gonna be like 2 days travel.
Okay, cool.
That happens, I think. Are we good?
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
I'm good.
All right, ship pulls up next to all of you, and they gesture for you to come on board. Specifically, Captain Abraham.
Swan will run towards the onboard, and I'll be like,
I will go
Hey.
get the doctor.
"We got the potions! We got the potions!" That was
Okay,
German.
I thought Swan was gonna be like, they tortured a dude. They should be fucking marooned.
no. Time. Wait, hold. I forgot how to do a French accent. Time to party.
Oh,
My mom says hello.
Hello.
I
I was like, oh, that's not your hand.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, no, both of my hands are here. I have 4 hands.
Give Mama a hug for me.
Okay.
So Abraham will come up to the side of the Revenge and just call out,
So, you did it. Come up here.
I go in for a hug.
Yeah, everybody goes in
We
for a
all
big
go in
group
for a
hug.
hug.
Group hug!
Does he
I make
reciprocate?
sure
'Cause
that
he
during
totally
the hug
went
I
like-
do touch Abraham,
Yeah.
but I am still invisible.
Just touch Abram on like the side of his like leg or something.
he like goes to like lift up his
And-
leg to like kick away, and then realizes that it's a lot heavier, and realizes that there's one less of you, and he's like, well, either one of you died, or this is Perry.
It's Perry's ghost.
Hi!
I'm gonna consider a hug an action, and you're not visible.
Ooh.
So
Perry's heart
as I'm
races with
hugging him, I just
recognition
become
and turns into a
invisible.
cloud.
I
You
don't
just
like.
you just appear.
I don't like that Dan is setting precedence, saying that a hug is an action, because I feel like that's gonna bite us in the ass later on down the line.
What do you mean?
Hug is a
Why
free
would that
action
happen?
object. Hug is an object
it
interaction.
should be. Yeah, it should be an object
They're
interaction.
saying people are objects?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
How
fuck?
dare you? Oh my
Specifically
god.
women.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
I didn't say that one. I didn't say that one. That wasn't me.
Oh!
Dean,
Whoa.
I expected better from you.
I'm sorry.
Dan is checking his
I'm rubbing
glasses to
off.
make sure he heard that correctly.
I'm rubbing off because that immediately was my thought. As soon as it came into conversation, I
Dan's
was
gonna
like,
have to put on his double seeing glasses to see through all that bullshit.
So everyone,
He's
this has
looking
been
at the band
fun.
email.
I'm really looking forward to my ban.
Dan, if you get banned, you can stream it on my channel. I got you.
Dan,
you can
Dan.
stream it on my
Technically,
channel.
you can't, because if you're banned on Twitch, you can't stream on Twitch.
Dan, if you get banned, I'll let you have my secret massive Twitch channel.
Yeah, with 2,000 followers.
It's actually up to 2,143 followers.
Oh, so the followers have gone up. Congrats.
Hey,
Yeah.
congrats, congrats.
It's growing.
Good job.
Slowly.
Proud of you.
Give us the name and you can have more followers.
Are
Yeah,
we
what's
planning on
and-
continuing?
We could also pause it and bring.
I'm cool to continue. I just
Who do we
wasn't
think?
sure because I know that 7 we normally have as the stop off point.
Yeah, we could keep going for just a bit. I want to get to Seguridad, and then
Okay.
I think
I
we'll
think
stop.
that's fair because I have to go to the mechanic. So
Okay.
I was gonna say to Captain Abraham,
So Mango,
gotta-
back on track.
yeah, Mango, back on track. We have a couple surprises. Along with the medicine, we found another crate of something. I have a theory, but there's not a whole lot to back up that theory. I think we have a crate of virus.
What do you
that
mean?
Potentially
No,
may have
you
been
know,
used
we need to-
infect.
We need to speak in the
Yeah,
Captain's
we should
quarters.
go in the quarters.
He very quickly ushers you in there. And I don't have you guys been in his captain's quarters? Like in the campaign, like since you guys have been playing, or were you only in
No, we have not.
Nope, we have not.
Is this everybody or just Tempest?
everyone? He's
Everyone.
getting everyone.
We
Yeah, so you all go into his captain's quarters, and there is a big difference. A much more opulent desk, trinkets and treasure, his own personal barrel of rum, of which he turns the spigot on and pours out a glass for each of you. As he passes that around and then goes to sit at his desk. The chairs in here each have a decent-sized ruby encrusted into the headrest, like just opulent.
Dan, before you go too far, I want to clarify that Lady is still keeping an eye on.
Yeah, I
Trefor.
figured.
Yeah.
I figured that Lady would not leave Trevor's side because you commanded her to not. So he sits down and just kind of leans forward. So what do you mean you might have found?
So I bring out 2 vials that I had on me. One the amber ale color, and the other the violet, purple, or blue color, whatever you had said that the other one was. And I said, so we found 4 crates of the medication that you described, and we found another crate tucked away in the administrator's quarters of the warehouse. We also found out that these crates all came together, which makes me think that they're related. And
Right.
I think that these ones were kind of hidden away so that nobody would stumble upon them, because I think it could be what they used to infect Seguridad in the first place.
So you're assuming that this is man-made.
Potentially. I have no evidence to support this. This is all just a hunch, a huge hunch that I have.
Hmm.
Atlas pulls out a pipe and hands it to Tempest, as well as a top hat and the coat with the things.
Not even a pop hat. It's not a top
I mean,
hat.
it's like a
fucking-
thing. It's a I don't know what it is.
I don't know. We have
Tempest
somebody
is
who's
now,
from that country.
Sherlock Holmes.
What is that hat?
Dean, you should know this. This is like your
What?
entire culture.
That's your national hero.
What does Sherlock Holmes wear as a hat?
I don't fucking know.
Bowler
Sherlock
hat?
Holmes.
It's no bowler hat.
Sherlock Holmes
No.
is in the public domain now.
Oh yeah, he is.
Fun fact.
Yeah. He's in the.
So you
public
don't even
domain
have
now.
that.
I mean, Disney's
Longer
losing
copy
Mickey
written
soon.
by the British.
I don't know.
Disney's losing
shit,
Mickey soon.
bro.
Old Mickey, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just.
What is the what are the rules meta on we found gold? Do we give a percentage of that to Captain Abraham?
It depends. How much gold did you guys find in particular?
Well, the gold chest at wait, was it? Yeah.
I don't remember specifically.
You
We
filled-
didn't
you
count it.
filled
I filled the The
You
pouch
killed
and then
the-
some
yeah,
with gold.
Yeah. The handy
Right.
haversack.
A haversack.
Right.
Yeah.
Although there might have
Um,
been other stuff in it. All I know is that hastily just shoved as much in there as I could.
Well, it's not even the
You
handy
found a
haversack.
pearl.
It's literally just like a pouch. Like it's
And
like
you found a
little-
pearl.
And there was a pearl in there.
Mhm. There was a
Thank
pearl.
the
in there.
Lord.
I'll say that you were able to grab. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll for this. Is this gonna be base of that, and then 169 gold. So it's
Alright.
gonna be base 100, and then I rolled the D100, and it was 69. Nice.
Incredible.
Nice.
Would I owe him a certain percentage of that?
Typically, yes.
Okay.
Do you reach to go and do that?
Yeah.
Like as he sees like you're taking out gold coins to like split, he says, "No, you keep this one. First job as a new crew. Give it as a gift."
Yeah.
We have some.
And then
of
I'll
that
say
rum, too.
we also we all have a glass of the rum.
Mhm.
I want like. I can I pour it in the bag of holding? Will it destroy it?
There's not enough room in the bag of holding right now.
It's true. It is overfull.
Mhm.
He'll open a drawer in his desk, and pull out a large-sized pearl. And he'll hold that in one hand, and he'll grab the little bottle of the blue liquid in his other hand, and he'll cast Identify on it. This is absolutely magical in nature. You might be onto something. We're gonna have to find more information about that.
We do have a doctor.
Now, he
Wait.
does seem to be converted to the cause, at least in some way
He,
or
he
another.
wants to come to Seguridad and help the halflings who are afflicted. I
It's
wonder
not
if he'd
just
be able
halflings
to
on
help
this
them.
island. It is
Everybody.
all types of races
Yeah,
on this
everybody.
island. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. To help
The
everybody.
disease is not racist.
Some of them are.
Thank
People are,
God.
Wait, did you say yet?
Yeah.
Targeted.
Changes.
He'll say, "Well, that's something to consider, I suppose. When we get back to Seguridad, we'll have to speak to the wise pirate about it. He might have some more information."
The who?
That is the name of one of the captains of legend.
Okay.
You know that he is dead, but there are ways to speak to him.
Okay.
Luigi
Leaving
board.
gold at a shrine and receiving a letter that comes through a slot.
It's a
And then
Luigi board.
so the other surprises are like I mentioned before, the doctor, and then we took a captive, and we were planning on marooning him on an island. Is that correct?
If we were hoping that he would be helpful.
Yeah,
His name is
yeah.
Bob.
Maroon
Not
is
be
a
his
bit of
name,
a
but that's his
harsh
name now.
word.
Yeah.
I say that we give him a bit of the blue vial and see how he reacts to it. See if it is the virus.
Dude,
That's pretty tough.
That's a war crime right there, but I'm totally for
Why
it.
would we be doing that?
If
Pour
he
it down
had
I don't
said-
trust him. I don't
If he
trust him in the
had-
slightest.
If he had said no to our proposition and was resistant, maybe I would say yes. But in this situation, I think I say no.
He had been understanding.
Wait, didn't we take a drink of the blue vial?
No?
No.
No.
Who of us drank it?
Dan?
Did we?
No. No one drank it. What?
I was gonna say, like,
I jokingly
Can you take a
said
sip?
when
You want to take a
it-
sip of the blue vial?
No.
Don't do it.
Do it. Do
I
it.
wanna
give it
do
to
it.
Bob.
Do it. Do it. Do
I
it.
mean, dude,
Do
you
it.
want there's a thing you want to do, so you could
Cap-
take a drink of the blue vial and get a little bit closer to what you want to do.
What's the
Imagine
worst case scenario, guys?
drinking
Like, what?
Oh.
Instant death?
Smallpox.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's like drinking a thing of smallpox. Or like, you know what? That's like snuggling with a
like-
smallpox blanket.
Don't we have the medicine?
It's
Yeah,
like
we have
drinking
the
a wet
medicine, so I
blanket.
say we give it to Bob, see if it is the virus, and if it is, we can give him a little bit of the medicine. Like, give him a little bit of the virus, give him a little bit of the medicine to cure him if it is.
Ah, yes,
And if
because
it's not-
medicine
Bob hasn't
fixes
done
you
anything
immediately.
wrong.
I don't trust him!
Everyone used to hate Bob. Now everyone loves Bob.
Except
Alright, wait,
Harry.
I still don't
need
trust him.
we need to flash cut to Bob and Lady. What's going on with Bob and Lady?
Bob's actually talking to the doctor. And he's like,
Okay.
you know, if that really is the sickness, then I really hope that nothing happens with that. I mean, hopefully, you being a doctor, you'd be able to help me out, but, like, that would suck.
Okay, we flash cut back to us. This is metagaming if you act on that information now.
Oh shit.
I don't trust him.
God gave me a vision of the doctor.
did I
Like,
miss?
we asked
It
him
was talking,
questions and he
so I'll leave.
answered
Harry
them
wants to give-
immediately.
Perry wants to give Bob some of the blue vial.
Yeah.
Are we really assuming that we question a god and he tells us the exact truth immediately? No,
Yeah,
like,
but that doesn't
pushing
mean
or
we forcefully
nothing?
purposely make him sick.
We
So
have
somebody
the
told us
cure.
it was. Somebody told us it was. I must have obviously missed a major plot point. Somebody told us that this was sickness in a bottle. Correct?
Nobody told us
At
this
least
is
that's what we
sickness in a
think.
bottle. We have just
We
assumed
don't
this.
know.
Okay.
If
That's
it
what I'm
is,
saying.
why do we
That's why
want
I
to like
talked to the
forcefully give? Why would we forcefully give someone who's being compliant with us a possible?
Okay,
We
now-
don't know
virus
this guy. We
potion.
don't know
Well,
if he's telling us the
well,
truth.
Okay, I'm gonna speak in character. Everyone, just listen to me. What if we didn't make him forcefully drink it, and we just made him
Lied to
do it
him?
himself? Well, I'm not saying we lie. Well, yeah, I'm saying we lie.
This is
There's
blue
a guy
tea.
who didn't want to
A
torture him
neuron.
about 2 days ago.
Now, this isn't torture.
This is my
again.
famous blue tea.
We have medicine, and once again, if he's willing to help us, fully wanting to help the cause,
We should just talk to the doctor. The doctor's got to know what this is.
I second
yeah.
Atlas's point of view.
Captain Abraham
Yeah,
is
we
gonna pipe up at this point. All right. Let's all relax a bit.
You ever tried celery? I'm not actually mad. It was a joke.
No faking safe words, dude. No.
I'm sorry.
I had power go, which was fun.
Oh, you lost power?
Yep, they
Oh,
just
shit.
turned back on.
That's fun.
I thought I heard something fall in the backyard.
Oh, like a tree.
Yeah, I don't know.
Abraham, what do you think?
He'll speak up and say, "All right, listen. So you interrogate this man. What you're calling him, Bob?
His name is Bob. We're not calling
It was
him
less of an
Bob.
interrogation and more just a conversation, in my
Fair,
opinion.
he did say his name was straightforward.
Right?
I didn't hear that.
Okay.
But we have been referring to him as Bob this entire time because he had not given us his name originally, and it was much more convenient to call him Bob than just to, you know.
Hey, you god.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. All right. So Parry,
Oh.
you're saying that he just gave up information, yeah?
Yeah, we tied him down, but we just sat and basically just talked to him. No pushing, no prodding. Decided to give us all the information he knew, including, like, orphan shit. I don't
Trying
trust
to
it.
unpack some stuff.
Right. All right.
I think he's feeding us lies, and he purposely brought up, I'm an orphan. Try and make us pity him.
Remind me to never have bedside manner with Perry.
I Yeah. Now,
Dude, holy
Um,
moly.
We don't know
I
this
want-
guy.
I 100% think that you should trust Perry's instinct here. I
do
just
too.
think that we, as a crew, are not the people to do that. I think, Abraham, you have people who know how to do this correctly and get the right kind of information, right?
I have my ways. I could speak to him directly. Myself. Now, listen here. I've had to learn what makes a man. And I know that surrounded by scoundrels and scallywags, that some of whom may look a bit terrifying, kind of gesturing towards Sid, and some of whom have literal hellhounds with them. Maybe a bit,
towards Sid again.
maybe a bit more willing to give up information if it keeps them alive.
Must break you.
It just doesn't seem right to me.
I agree. I agree that if he was giving up information so readily, then maybe he's not giving the entire truth.
He also claimed to be a lowly god, but he has some magical whip with him.
That wasn't brought up to him. So
yeah, I
he'll-
realized.
he'll
which
look
is
and
why I
s-
wanted to bring it up.
really,
Oh, hey, you snitch.
It's
do you-
Dad!
do you have
It is.
it with you?
The whip?
Yeah, just fucking tell
Yeah,
Dad.
Perry-
Yeah,
Perry just told on us.
Fuck.
Perry
I
just
bring
told
out-
on us.
I bring out the whip.
No.
He'll take a look at it and he notices the symbol and he says, and he'll go to one of the bookshelves that are in his office, and he'll start rummaging through as he's kind of like looking at the symbol. He finds a book, takes it out, puts it back. No, not. Where is it? There you are. Pulls out a volume and brings it to his desk. Quickly starts going through the pages. And he finds a picture of this whip. And he'll
Guys on
say,
Wikipedia, guys.
he'll say, right, thought so. There are more than just one of these out in the world. This is a very old bloodline. There were... You're all familiar with Estrogine, correct? Fairly know who they are.
Right.
There were knights before them. Long time ago. About almost 800 years ago.
I prefer the fable of the Fey Tongue.
These knights, they had a member who, after the majority of them fell, decided to dedicate his life to eradicating the undead. His bloodline created multiple of these weapons, and anyone from that bloodline can wield them and use it to destroy and conquer the undead. So there's a chance he's
Give
part
any-
of that.
Give any undead around.
Well, now it bothers me more that he has this, but claims to just be a lowly god, doesn't know anything.
He also might not
I
know
and
who
an
he is.
orphan.
If he is an orphan, he may not know who he is. Books and learning this way are rare. Especially if he ended up getting pressed into service.
That makes sense to me.
I could speak with him though. Get some information out of him. Make him piss his britches a bit.
Just
I'd feel more
actually,
comfortable with that.
It's his little boy pants.
If you do this, can I just, witness the events for research purposes?
Oh, of course. I can go and do it right now. And he stands up, downs his rum, kind of cracks his neck, rolls his shoulders a bit. Right, how do I want to do this one? Do I go fire and brimstone, or do I go omnipotent force of nature?
Omnipotent force in nature.
For the
Much more terrifying.
Right. He opens the door to his office and he begins casting a spell. That as he does, you see that he, in front of him, it's not actually him changing because you can all see him working magic and doing it this way. But in front of him, there is now like this storm cloud that is beginning to take shape into what looks like a man. And he'll look on the deck to where Lady is, and Lady just kind of like backs away a little bit. And the form will point down at Trefor and say, "You! Who are you? Either you begin speaking, or you will find the ocean is not as kind as you're used to." And I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna see how he does. We're gonna see how Trefor does.
Say yeah, and I touch him for 10 minutes.
You got it. You better listen to the boss.
Yeah, listen, Liddy.
I touch him for 10 minutes, Dan. Come on, give him guidance, Dan.
Yeah, boss. We got it, boss.
Yeah.
We got this.
Sure, you can cast guidance on him. Abraham's roll is insane. Trevor's was not.
As he should.
So, Abraham notices that there's a little wet spot now on the front of Trevor's pants.
Hi, Bob.
And
Sick.
he says, why would I lie? Like, if I lied and they found out that I wasn't telling the truth, they'd kill me. I have no reason to lie. And he'll say,
Little piss boy.
Abraham will say, what do you think we'll do if we find out that that's a lie? And he'll say, I don't know. You'll probably cut me into pieces and feed me to sharks or something else horrible. And he'll say, oh, we're not gonna do just that. What we're gonna do is far, far worse. And he'll say, that's why I'm not lying.
I would like to insight check him.
Sure. I'll even give you guys advantage.
Nice.
Dan,
I think
Dan,
I'm good.
20.
I will just take whatever you give me. I believe him.
Yeah.
Natural 20, Dan.
All right.
He's pissing his pants.
Based on his body language, he's like giving into
his
this
pants.
completely and just like, fuck no. Yup. Anything you want to know.
Who's your mama? Who's your daddy?
Where is she?
I mean, do you want to have Abraham ask questions? He's literally in front of you guys, and you guys can feed him questions to ask.
I want to ask Abraham to ask about the whip that he had.
He'll look back at you. Right, got it. You hold a magic item. One that is passed down between families. Why do you wield this? And he'll say, it was given to me when I left the orphanage. They handed it to me and just said, this was given to us when you were dropped off. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about it.
Ask him what his favorite Kool-Aid is. Does Abraham take me seriously? Because
Kool-Aid doesn't
I feel like you
Abraham
wouldn't after
backhands
that.
Atlas is dead serious.
I'm dead serious.
Kool-Aid doesn't exist, so I don't know how you would
I feel
ask.
like I'd like smack. I feel like I'd like lightly smack him. Like, what the fuck? Man?
Hey,
Kool-Aid
listen,
also
you know,
doesn't
we got this
exist.
power. We need. Hey, listen, let's have a little fun here. Come on. We threatened to kill this guy like 10 minutes ago.
So we're doing it again?
What is your favorite color?
Blue. No, green. Ah. Nice. It
Is it
worked.
now raining, Dan? Because of the storm cloud? Has the storm cloud caused it to start raining at all?
This isn't real. It's an illusion.
Okay.
Is it major image? So just casting. Got the spell right.
Yeah.
Can I ask my unseen servant to wipe away the sweat from Bob's forehead?
I feel like that'd freak him out more.
I know it will.
What the fuck?
Totally.
What the fuck? What's touching me?
So we know this whip. Does that mean we know what the last name is?
Yeah, actually you do. Let me pull that up. Oh, come on.
One word emerges. Kennedy. It's the Kennedys.
What?
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
You know what? It's in a actual physical notebook because I didn't write it down
That's
in my
okay.
notes for him. I will get it to you though.
Sweet.
In like 3 or 4
Working
Months.
days.
months, years.
3 or 4 work weeks.
Campaigns.
Also, not on, like, not only including business days, you know.
Yeah.
Of course.
At 2, Dan.
2 leap years.
I don't really have any questions. I feel like this dude might be important. He also might not be important.
He might not know
His
he's
bloodline
Probably
is
I don't think he realizes he's important now.
Yeah.
We have to build this guy up.
Yep.
Well, if he trusts us, then it's an ally. We gain something.
Can we slay the creature? Or can we act like we can control it?
Well.
Do you want to? I mean, if you want to ask.
I'm asking Abraham.
Barry, do you have any questions for him?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Last bits of questions here.
I feel like the most important question was like about the whip because he had it.
No, it was the favorite color.
I noticed that you asked that question. You thought it was the most important. I'll remember that.
I thought it was a good
I think the
question.
most
Okay.
important question was the one I asked.
Abraham will look.
didn't even answer.
Abraham will look specifically at Perry and say, "Are you satisfied, or do you have more?"
Barry has his sights trained on this guy.
I still don't understand why he was just so willing to give up everything.
We were
Like
pretty
all
scared,
the
man.
information to us.
You were touching him invisible.
I mean, to be fair, you guys walked into a warehouse that he was in with all of his people that he's trained with, where they think that they're pretty competent fighters, and
wipe them all out.
killed them all, almost killed him, and then got out of the city alive. You guys are, to him, pretty scary.
We broke through an Imperial blockade.
I still don't trust him.
I like that about
I don't
you.
know. My
That's fair.
gut's just telling me something's wrong.
Well, if we ever need to kill him, it'll be you that gets to.
Me as Colin.
We can be keeping a close
says-
eye on him.
Hold on to that.
Me
let
as
that go.
Dean is saying this dude's sketchy. Me as Perry is saying something. I don't know what it is.
This dude's sketchy.
I kind of look at Perry and I'm like, we can keep an eye on him. Just to make sure he don't be doing something silly.
I
Stupid.
don't like that he's just wandering around our ship. I know that we took all the weapons off him, but I
Also,
don't
Lady be on
trust
him.
it. And
Lady do be a good set of eyes and teeth, if I do may say.
I know.
Abraham
I
will
just-
just very quickly say, "Right, I could take him onto my ship for a time, get him acclimated to life as a pirate, press him into service, put some fear in him."
Sounds good. We need to act
I'm
like we
okay with
control
that.
this thing. Somebody does. I guess it's you, Abraham. So make sure he realizes that. Make sure he doesn't realize this is not a real thing. This is a monster we hold at bay.
Right, let's do that. Jump on the deck of your ship, make it seem like you're trying to keep me back.
I jump
No.
on the deck of the ship and I cast Prestidigitation, hoping that any amount of wind will come out like gust and nothing happens. and I just land on my knees.
I'll jump down with like both of my like hand axes out and like kind of like standing in between the Bob and the illusion as just like a shield.
Abraham will boom out. The forces that be will get to you if ye be lying. Nothing will keep me from consuming you whole.
If I cast Eldritch Blast, this thing will go right through it.
Yeah, but he can. I mean, it's Abraham. He'll react.
I cast Eldritch Blast at its head.
Please be careful.
I mean,
you
it's
aim away
super
from
tall,
mass
so-
and everything, and you shoot up and hit it. And it just goes. It makes a screech. And he says, "If ever there be a time, and ever there be a place, ye will see my face." And he disappears as he's pointing at Trefor.
Where's Trefor?
Bob.
I know.
Or you.
I walk past Bob and I tap him on the shoulder. I'm like, you really pissed him off, huh?
I don't even know what I did.
Hey, listen, just try not to do that anymore, please, because like that guy is so hard to deal with. You don't understand. Too, when we found him on that island, I mean, surrounded by dead bodies, just you would not believe the carnage. Like,
Deception check.
Yeah,
with
you
advantage.
don't want to see what happens to the people who lie to him.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
You have advantage on this as well.
Yeah. So that's a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Okay. I don't think he got higher than that, but let me just make sure.
Was this guy's insight a friggin'
He rolled
plus
high.
12?
He rolled high. That's why I'm asking. Like, I'm just double checking. Nope.
He rolled a 19.
All right. He'll say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Man. It was
You don't want to know.
It was crazy.
Yeah, you're right. I
man.
don't.
Like 7 of my cousins dead, and like they're way bigger than I was. You would not even believe it. So yeah, try not to.
I think a few of them were bigger than me.
Oh my gosh, you would not imagine. So you just need to be careful. Now listen, we're gonna put you on Abraham's ship. Now that is where the monster is. Just please do not piss it off, because he will
Be
kill you.
safer there.
Okay. I guess I'll do my best.
And if you piss it off, I will kill you.
Yeah, I don't.
Just Josh. Seriously, don't piss it off. Don't.
Okay.
And I walk away.
I just want to be
I, like,
glaring at
I'll-
Bob the whole time.
I'll like put my hand axes away and like help. Is Bob on our ship or is he on the main ship?
He's on the Corbin as of right now.
Okay, so I'll like put my hand axes away and like help him get to Abraham's ship since that's where it's gonna be.
Lady will
Be like,
just
I
leap
got
up.
you. I can get you up there. Let's go.
I've got it. Thanks. And he climbs up the rope ladder.
I
good
think-
man.
I think Sid is
good
waiting
man.
to go down, and as he comes up, he's like, "It looks like you got some sort of stain in your pants. You should probably think about changing them."
Shit. Yeah.
No, that looks like piss, friend.
You know what? I don't think there's a better place to say, and that's where we'll leave it for this week. Because I think that's actually the most perfect place that we could leave it off at. So yeah, we will do that and pick it up next week. All right, last time on the Naturals. We are going to not do this actually, because I forgot, and then I remembered while I was editing episode 6 that we were doing random name generator and then having one of you give the recap.
But Tim did write a really nice recap.
Yeah.
Well,
I do
you
wanna
can use it
recognize
as
his effort.
this is for chat.
Oh,
This isn't for you guys.
Chat today.
True.
I don't give a fuck about you guys.
Heard.
Thank you. What do you want me to lie? I can sit here and lie.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I do.
I
want you to
would
lie.
like if you lied.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Please
respect
spread
all of
this
you.
information on the internet.
Thanks.
All of you mean
You're
so
so
much to
nice.
me.
Aw. You too.
I'm so glad you couldn't live without us.
Oh, we rolled the thing, and Flute has to do the recap.
Just not again. No repeats. We're gonna do no repeats. And remember, you are doing this recap in character.
Oh
Gotta
god.
pray it doesn't land
I
on
forgot
me.
about that.
Perry.
What?
Harry.
Harry!
You can use Tim's thing with his permission.
I'm
of
gonna
course.
need it.
Yeah, I wrote one. It's in the recaps channel.
Yeah, I'm trying to find recap. There we go.
It's in the recap channel.
Oh shit, wait, I'm streaming. Fuck.
Oh,
And in character.
God damn. Okay, I'm just gonna have to rely on my memory. Ugh.
Oh,
I don't remember shit.
but there's
I'm gonna be real.
there's a thing for the recap.
Dream.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
I'll re-roll it. I'll re-roll it.
I'm sorry.
If it lands on you again, though, I'm forcing you to do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm getting it up on my phone just in case.
Yeah.
Because if I get it up on my computer, it's like showing all of everything.
I think.
Harry.
You're supposed to do it today.
Now, this is unfortunate.
You're just supposed to do it today.
God fucking damn it. Okay. So we met up with Captain Dad. And
So far, this is in character. Yeah.
yeah. We met up with Captain Dad after kidnapping a god. We like tried to speak to him. I don't trust him. And we told Dad like everything. I told him about the whip, which other members of the crew didn't seem very happy with me for. But it's Dad. It's fine.
Snitch.
I then told him that I didn't trust the god. And we have now given him to Dad. And we are now on our way back to Seguridad with the medicine for our
We're back.
people.
Way back to Seguridad, so to secure a dad.
Exactly.
Dad acquired.
So he doesn't get sick.
does he have milk on
Canonically,
him?
there is no difference in personality
just
between
hold
me
me
and
at night.
Harry.
Does he have milk on him?
Huh?
What?
Cast mending to mend my heart.
The big soup. I was gonna
we were
show my.
talking about getting dads, but maybe he came back with the milk.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, yep.
And then because British guard
For fuck's sake!
for
Oh.
chat for chat.
God.
God! Yeah, can you say guard
God.
like you're Irish? Can you say guard like you're Irish?
No, it's not even British. 'Cause I was
We
speaking to some of my
secure-
British friends, and they were like, "What are you saying?"
You just can't say guard.
Listen, we know
So
you're
even the
weird.
people of my own nationality can't understand me.
Hello, we have a guard.
Like my bottle of water.
Hello, there is a guard.
Oh, mate. For what?
We are in like so many different realms of accents now. What is
I'm
happening?
Yeah.
just a lowly god.
He's my god.
My dad is
We
a
have a
god.
Nazi in here.
Oi, bruv, remember the
Just saying.
mangoes, bruv?
Quite frankly, I do not remember the mangoes, brother. No.
What the fuck are you doing? What accent was? All right, moving on. All right, all right, we're moving on. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Nothing here.
Now that made me celery. That really just frustrated me very hard.
That cashews the fuck out of me, bro. Anyway, yeah, we're going to do a time skip initially at the end of the episode, but we are not going to. We're going to do one last little thing, which, by the way, Dean, you get a DM inspiration, which is advantage on 1 d20 roll.
Cool.
Yeah. So the crew of the Lux Maris's Revenge, I kind of didn't mention any of this, like, as things were going on, because things were happening pretty rapidly. Like, now you guys are starting to kind of notice it as you're just walking about the deck of the main ship as the Corvid is going alongside you. You're getting looks. People are staring at you, kind of like eyeing you up. There's some who are looking at you with like upset, wondering why it couldn't have been them. There's others who are like looking at you with envy. Some that are looking at you with approval. Just a general you're catching eyes at this point.
I'd like to whisper down low at everyone from our crew around me and be like, guys, could I possibly... Is bragging okay? Could we brag? Please.
I don't
Not
see
too
why
much,
not.
but
I flash a gang
Go
sign
ahead.
that kind of means haters gonna hate.
Shame.
If I could do blood, I would.
You mean blue?
I don't know. I have no fight. I just know
Whoa.
bloods.
Whoa. That sounds like treason towards Crips.
Crip sounds like crippled.
They're blue.
I don't.
You won me over. They're blue. Damn, you got me there. Good argument.
We're off to a great start today.
Gang, do they recognize my gang sign?
Right.
No.
They don't. Does Swan recognize my gang sign?
No.
No one does.
Alright, nice.
You're just kind of doing hand symbols, man.
I'll teach it to you later, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Well,
about it.
I'll go up to X and be like, dude, it was cool. Don't worry. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
Thank you.
Pats you on the back.
Thank you. I appreciate
Him
it.
going up to X.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, this is Tim going not.
Tip is going up that way. It's
Just this random man
Thank you,
just shows
Tim.
up out of nowhere, like, yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah,
cool.
in,
And he
like-
Atlas says
Fingers.
in character, "Thank you, Tim." It's like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Too many walls.
So
Not enough
Tempest
walls.
kind of has too much on his mind right now, so he's probably just going to head back to the Corvid, and he wants to look through the bag of holding just to kind of make inventory of what all we got, right, and then divvy it up. And then
You
he
mean
also
turn it inside out?
Yeah.
We could implode.
You find out there's 500 gallons of water in there.
It sinks the boat.
Hey, remember, this is a sack of holding. It can only hold 200 pounds worth of stuff.
200 gallons of water.
Yeah.
It's not even 200 pounds.
And then there's some other stuff that I'd like to do after. But if anybody else wants to describe what they're doing,
One-
I'll go for it.
One will
Think-
go up to people looking rather envious, I'd say. And Swan will go, "Well, good sir, what seems to be the matter here?"
I'd like to think that Rhys just has no idea that they're what kind of looks they're
Wait.
getting,
I want
and they're just kind of like, I'm big buff man. I can't tell. I'm autistic. I can't read their emotions or something.
You're like, everybody must be admiring my biceps. I've been doing.
Yes.
doing
Everyone just thinks I look so
Everyone's
so big and
acknowledging
so strong.
all the push-ups that I've been doing.
I need to know if Swan
People
just
have
went up
started to tell.
to the biggest, like, swollest dude he could find and
Please.
was just like,
Yes.
What's the fucking problem, dude?
Swan
I
is
just
like...
square up someone like 3 times his size.
No, did I make Swan's... No, he's 5'10". Wow, Swan's shorter than I thought.
Hey, 5'10's pretty good.
5'10's not short. What?
It's,
You think
it's
Swan's short?
Ah, Tim, shut up.
Yeah, you think Swan is short? What?
We've been down this road before, and I believe it's called Mango Street.
Hey,
It is
listen,
a
I'd like to
Okay.
back up Swan by going up
Yeah.
to this large individual and
Rhys.
saying, "Take the L or take a walk."
Well, first of all, I want to know what the matter
He
is.
didn't even say anything yet. my man just...
Take
Swan
the-
walked up and was like, "Yo, what up, dude?" And the dude was just kind of like
I'm
looking
flipping
him up
off
and
in the
down,
background.
like nothing happened yet.
And you're
Listen,
already.
And then Atlas comes up aggro as fuck.
Swan's my boy. Swan's my
I
boy.
respect that.
Oh my gosh, have you seen his white mask? It's terrifying. I don't want it to get cracked. Come on.
Oh god. Plot points. The mask breaks.
Ooh.
Oh.
Write that down. Write that down.
Now, I ain't never seen this gentleman here without a mask, and I don't know him real well for a little while, but I imagine it's probably terrifying. Sid says from, like, the shadows behind him.
You have like the burnt side in like the most visible part, so then like you can hide them like the brighter part of your face in the shadows.
Oh.
Yeah.
The guy will just look him up and down once and just say nothing and walk away.
Well, okay, that was interesting. I don't know what to do with this.
He took a walk.
Can I just
Take a
shout,
walk,
yeah,
buddy."
go on, get!
This is tiny guy. Go on, get.
If he turns around, I'm just gonna be doing this.
I'd like to think it's just like down
I-
here, like
I'd like
Exactly.
to say. I'd like to say in halfling to Perry. Well, come down there. It's a bit.
do you know halfling?
You know halfling?
Okay.
Did answers in halfling. No, I think it should continue on.
Well. Okay.
Everyone's learning that
And then I'm just
almost
really
everyone
going
speaks
well.
halfling.
And then I'm just looking over here, like, are you guys okay? Do you guys need water or something? Your throat hurt? Not knowing that it's halfling.
It just sounds like throat singing.
Just like, you guys
Technically,
good?
canonically, it is halfling is North American Spanish.
Of course. Yep. Didn't take Spanish.
There is a difference between Spain Spanish and North American Spanish.
Of course, Taco Bell.
Bro.
Yeah, Spain does not have the word Taco Bell.
Fair enough.
We're off to a great start.
Anyways, mangoes?
The
I
Baja
followed
blast
Tempest
the
back to the
fuck
ship.
out of you, Flute. I swear to God.
I followed Tempest back to the ship. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Fun fact, in Spanish, mango is also mango.
Ooh.
It's almost like,
like
it's
the
a
accent.
Spanish word.
Okay, but just to let everyone do their own thing, I think after that interaction, I'll go sit at a table and pull out dices, and I would like to do a bit of gambling with other crew members. Eventually, after everyone does their thing, take 3 cups, take a dice, cups and dice.
Can Marcus join you in the gambling?
That's all I do. I'm assuming gambling is fine on the ship.
I would assume that's a very piratey thing to do.
Yeah, no, that is pretty common.
Good.
Okay. So, Flute, I want you to roll me a D12.
Whoa, Dad, you're making me use some dices here.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever use a D12 last campaign?
Some people did.
It's a barbarian thing.
Toll the Dead.
That's a 6. That's a 6, I believe.
Okay. You keep that in mind. Now, give me a Are you proficient in dice?
Proficiencies, yes, dice set.
Okay. Roll a d20, add your proficiency.
Okay. That would be 15.
Okay. All right. You, in the time that it takes for you to start playing to get to Seguridad, you win 6 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Thanks.
All right. Tempest, you and Atlas are on the Corvid in the captain's quarters. You turn out the bag of holding. Inside there is 120.
Hold up.
Well, there are 120 individual gold pieces that fall out,
All right. I
just
just
scattered everywhere.
All
Damn.
big. Every single one has a tooth mark.
Okay.
That's how you know it's real.
Can we say it's 140
Why?
for the sake of splitting it evenly? That way everybody gets 20 gold.
Look, well, I suppose we should all talk about this right now. Last campaign, we
Not
did a just big pot where if somebody needed something, we just paid out of the party pot. Do we want to do that, or do we want to do individual gold?
So
Fine
personally, I like leaning towards individual because then if somebody wants a magic item and it's expensive, you're not going to be like dipping into, somebody else. So then you can like save up if you like really, really want something, if that makes sense. But we could do a communal fund. That's fine. We could even do like a percentage into a communal fund for like health potions and stuff like that.
It sounds like a tax.
We could do individual gold with percentage for fund for potions.
Yeah.
Slippery slope.
I don't like math, so I don't
Yeah.
really care.
Slippery slope. Suddenly it's health potions, then it's just, for the food.
Then it's healthcare.
Then it's healthcare, and then suddenly, Tempest is drunk all day on the ship.
Did you guys pay for healthcare?
Not paying for his
Got
booze.
a really fancy quill.
Yeah, dude, what's going on?
I'll put my vote on individual gold with percentage because
We can do it.
Yeah, I want to try some.
Why don't- Are we all good with individual gold?
I
I'm
do not
alright.
care.
I'm alright with
I
it.
don't have anything against it, so yeah.
And like
My
I'm gonna be spending a
previous-
lot of money on like
I'm just gonna need
paper
help
and
getting
ink
reminded
for my
about
spell books, so I
money.
don't want to like siphon from the group.
But you're gonna make Dan do an actual real economy?
Yes.
Fucking Ray, why the fuck did you just send me an email with a picture of a pipe bomb?
Who did that?
Huh?
Who did that?
Ray!
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I mean, I did say I was gonna send a pipe bomb to your IP address.
He got you.
So you're fucking welcome. I had to try
Oh,
like
fuck.
3 other emails before I found yours, by the way.
Woo! Alright. I was trying to do math on a calculator and I just see a picture of a fucking pipe bomb on my screen.
Anyways, Mango.
Hmm.
Man.
You can't just call Mango after doing that. You
I did
lost
that
your privilege
while-
for this moment.
I did it a while back. No. Postal services take a bit to send packages, it seems.
But Dan, it could also be 120, and that can be like we can do some sort of player character interaction with somebody's getting less, and that could be
Or like you guys
To
could
be
kind of
carried.
do a mix of the two. There's a
Yeah.
ship fund and then there's a personal fund.
Totally.
Half the money goes to the ship always.
Absolutely.
Because we're gonna have like upkeep costs. We're gonna have to pay ship taxes just to spite Atlas.
And
Repairs.
You guys will probably eventually hire crew.
docking fees.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well,
There's a doctor that we have to convince to stay on the ship now because we need a medic.
what you guys could
Because
do
we didn't
if
plan
you're
out our
looking,
team very well.
If you're looking at the map, if you were to do like a split, 120 divided by 2 is obviously 60, but you could put 70 towards each of you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could each get 10 gold, and then the rest goes towards the ship fund, or like our communal whatever. And I if people want me to keep track of that, I can kind of keep track of that.
Also,
Aye,
like,
Captain.
how expensive
Captain.
is
I would
gold?
love
Perspective.
if Tim kept track of that.
Like, what can you get with 10 gold?
Pretty good hooker.
At least a couple sausages.
At least a couple sausages.
10 gold is like
Someone's
that-
got their priorities.
one
Someone,
gold
clearly.
is what someone would make in like a week of work.
Yeah.
Right.
And a
So
pretty
it's
good
like-
hooker.
$1,000.
Good.
So that's like 3 months of work, basically, more or less,
Yeah.
for each, and then boat. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And I do have to say, my old character did not participate in currency-based economies, only
No.
trade-based economies.
Mhm.
did not
Sid
take part
is
in
a
Capitalism.
notorious penny pincher.
Well, you know.
Yeah, Og did not do capitalism well.
What do you mean? He did it perfectly.
He made out
I
pretty
don't
fucking
care.
good, dude. Yeah, exactly. He made out pretty fucking well.
Huh.
Even got some tea along the way.
Only the good things in life.
And the woman.
And
Maybe.
the children.
I doubt it, but
I was
I
quoting
mean-
Star Wars. Sorry.
Mhm.
The women
And the children
and the
too.
children too.
oh. Right,
Okay.
sorry.
All right.
Um,
So 70. So that's gonna put 50 in the group.
You also find inside 2 emeralds, each worth 10 gold.
Okay.
You also find like a bunch of junk, not worth anything, just absolute trash. Like this, it looks like someone just kind of like absentmindedly put shit in here and then just kind of forgot about it. And once you forget about something and you don't turn the bag out, you can't access what's in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to turn it out in order to get everything. But the one thing you find in here that is of note is you find a statue of a silver raven.
Cool.
More
Fucking
statues.
sick.
Is it
Alright.
made of red bones?
So I'm going to first ritually cast detect magic.
It is magic.
Sweet.
You specifically,
going
I can
to-
get you the school enchantment.
Yep, enchantment. Sweet. Now I'm going to take out my pearl that I got from the bag of holding
Mhm.
and sit and ritually cast identify.
This is a figurine of wondrous power, the Silver Raven. So, what this does is this can become a raven for 12 hours. Once it's used, it cannot be used again until 2 days have passed. While in raven form, the figurine allows you to cast the animal messenger spell on it at will.
Okay. How long does it last?
12 hours.
12 hours.
12
Yeah.
hours?
Today's cooldown.
Yeah,
You have another
12
plan.
hours to use it, 2 days cooldown.
Awesome. You want to send me that in a DM?
Yeah.
Cool. I look at Atlas and I'm gonna be like, I feel like Sid would like this.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, this is Sid vibes all over it. And I'm gonna be like, also, what's the weather like outside?
Partly cloudy.
It's not stormy?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Cool. So I give Atlas 10 gold, and then I leave and try to find everybody to give them each their share. And then
I have 20 now.
I will probably wait till everybody's together to give the Silver Raven, just so that nobody thinks that anybody's getting, like, skeeved over on a magic item. Yeah, so that's all I'll do.
Sure. I'll say at this point that
Let's
everyone
just
kind of like makes their
give
way.
one gift off of everyone, in front of everyone.
Dude, I would give everything. I would totally give everything to Sid if Sid looked at me the wrong way. Yes, sir. Here's my boot.
Bless
sir.
you.
He's a kind gentleman.
Yeah.
Need to add more gold.
Okay. I'll say that like as you guys are getting closer to Seguridad,
To Seguridad.
passes.
Got it.
You guys all are meeting up on the ship for sure, and can do what you need to do.
Have we taken a long rest at this point?
I'd say probably short.
Wasn't it 2 days of sailing?
Oh yeah, you're right. Haha.
I was gonna
Why-
say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I demand to be level 4.
I want to be a higher level.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. You guys take the long rest. That's my bad.
Can we say
Hey.
that there's a storm at some point? Because I don't want to take my 1 feet until I do my magic experiment.
Sure. So, at one point, there's like a small storm, rain, bit of lightning, thunder.
Beautiful.
It's nothing like crazy. Like the waves aren't tossing around.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still need to be like on, just to make sure that like the ship doesn't capsize. A couple members from Lux Mars's Revenge come over to help out when they see the storm is rolling in. But yeah, you are free to continue with your experiment.
Cool. So I will. I'll actually ask Atlas for some guidance.
Touch him for 10 minutes.
And
There we go.
I head up to the crow's nest, and with like a large metal rod and a like bowl almost, and I'll throw some sand in there and kind of wait for potential lightning to strike. And I'm thinking this could like infuse the magical sand with some sort of like chaotic natural magic.
He's in here, isn't he?
Now I am.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he can hear
No,
us.
he's back.
No,
I don't know what was happening. It was stuck on a connecting screen for some fucking reason.
Hey, I've been having that problem.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he can hear us.
He's back.
Oh, well.
There we go. All right, well, 48 minutes
All right.
in.
Nobody tell Dan about the 30 minutes of session we just had.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dan, we're level 6.
I actually decided just to take over for DMing for.
You would not believe what we just did. It was
Yeah.
mind blowing.
We killed
It
a god.
was
It's been.
incredible.
It was
Yeah,
great.
and
A
not
god
a guard,
or a
an
guard?
actual
Yeah,
god.
okay, all right, I
not
just
a
wanted to
guard.
be
God,
We
a
killed
G-O-D.
Like the storytelling, the character building, everything was. Oh my god.
Chef's
It's just
kiss.
Didn't
Thank
one
you,
of you guys, like, knock someone up somewhere
Yes.
in the process of that? Yeah, okay, I thought so.
PC. Yeah, there was PC pregnancy also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan,
It's pretty wild.
Tempest has promised Atlas a dig in the gift shop, as it were, and I'd like to know what I got.
I was gonna give each of them one of the pieces of junk, so that nobody felt left out when Sid got his raven.
And I'm hoping you let me roll on the trinket list, because
Nobody
that's
all roll
way
a
more
trinket
fun.
list.
Yeah.
All of you.
I'm flattered that you think this raven is City.
It's an animal, and you're the animal person.
There is another
40.
animal person here.
Literally, there's no fox.
There's a druid.
Oh,
Yeah.
True, there is a druid.
There is a druid.
I was like, there's a druid,
I have a
like
pet.
right there.
But aren't you like a storm druid?
I can also shift into animals. It's
Okay,
just,
I thought
yeah.
that your whole thing, because his whole thing is he's a beastmaster, right? So
His,
whole thing is...
Sid's whole thing is more like corrupted, kind of naturey.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
and the
I
whirlwind
can
stuff
ask.
is like additional. It's not like
Okay,
exclusive.
Yeah,
I'm
thought it was
fine with
kind of
taking
like
the Raven,
temperate
but
domain clerics are like worship like storms and stuff like that. I thought that's kind of what it was.
No.
Force of Nature.
Yeah.
Dan, I got 40. Which
A
trinket
horse
list
of
do I
nature.
pick from? Gothic, Barrier Pinks, Acquisitions, Player Handbook, Yawning Portal, Mordenkainen's.
What thing did you roll
Player
for
handbook?
that?
I rolled 2d10s.
Oh.
Whatever number you get is I got a 4 and a 0 and a 0. So I imagine that's 40. I got a gemstone that looks like
wait.
a lump of coal.
That's 4.
Was it a? Yeah, that's 4.
Hey, it's 4 0 and then 0.
Oh, okay. So 40 and 0. Wait, 40 and 0?
Yes.
Okay, that is 40.
So what you get?
I got a gemstone that looks like a lump of coal when examined by anybody but me. Can you
That's
tell me what kind of
perfect.
gemstone it is?
The peridot.
It's a what? Can you make it something useful?
Nope.
Uh,
Fuck no.
it's a piece of junk, man.
I loved it. I love the image of Tempest handing this fucking piece of coal to Atlas, and it's like, yeah, here you go, whatever. Yeah, like, here's your bonus. And Atlas
I'm
is like, the fuck, this is so cool.
Oh man!
I'd like to think it's just like we all have to just reach in the bag and grab something. So we just see Atlas like getting overly excited about a piece of coal.
I hide it from you all. It's mine now.
All right, Marcus, what did you get?
I'm looking it up. I got a 22. 20 and a 2.
But yeah, Perry, he could
Beacons
totally
are
have
weird.
that. Druid, that makes sense.
Yeah, how do you guys want to do that? It's the Raven.
I give it to
Well, does Perry want the Raven?
Quoth the Raven.
I mean, a raven would be cool.
Cool.
Sick.
Absolutely.
So,
Where do you find the trinkets?
So Ray, you get a
tell me what
small
you-
wooden statuette of a smug halfling.
That's fucking sick.
it's me.
It's a
just
statue of
It's a
Perry.
statue of me.
Very, yeah, but-
My D10s are weird. Ah.
Perry, you get the Raven. Rise.
That's your trinket.
Nice.
An actual live raven.
Keep in mind it is a silver figurine.
Both of the D10s that I got out are like the ones with double numbers, so I'm just confused about what I
Just
should.
roll one, tell us what it is, then roll the other.
5-0, and then a 7-0.
The 57.
Yeah.
You find an indecipherable treasure map.
Nice.
Nice.
Dan, can I ritually cast Detect Magic on my gemstone?
Sure. While this is all going on.
I got a 9.
Dude, not only are you going to think you have this valuable gem, you're going to also think it's magical,
Yes.
which is hysterical.
Yeah, it's like Gatekeep Girl Boss.
You get the wording on this is a little weird. A rope necklace from which dangles 4 mummified elf fingers.
That's pretty metal.
That's pretty metal and
God.
also problematic sounding.
You know
Yeah,
what?
a little problematic
Roll
in this
again. Roll that one again. 'Cause I don't know if that would be considered
It's a little
junk.
problematic in this world.
Hey, wizards. Hey, wizards. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now, but that's kind of problematic. You know why that's problematic, right? First off, a rope necklace?
Why is it
Second
a
off-
necklace?
I mean,
Fucking
where else we could
fingers?
put it?
Uh,
Put a rope.
18.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's
No,
good.
no.
Like that.
Come on. That's a good
Come
one.
on.
A 1 pound egg with a bright red shell.
Ooh.
You know what? So, Dan, I had a character who got this trinket, and eventually it was a red dragon egg.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to you, Dan, but I'll take this red egg.
Of course.
It's just no, dude. It's just a chicken egg that killed the chicken in the process.
So it's a red glowing egg.
Didn't say
Dude,
glowing.
it's a shiny chicken.
Oh my god.
Come on, what'd you get?
Okay, what am I rolling? I missed the
2d10s.
part with 2d10s.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, I get the number. Is that a d10?
Is there 10 faces on it?
It's an
That's
excellent
the
question.
telltale sign.
UFO looking motherfucker. That's a D10.
Trying to be like a D1 kind
yeah.
of
Yeah, should I just roll a
basically.
d100?
I mean, if you have a
yeah.
D100.
If you have a D100, go for it.
Well, I have the 2ds. Yeah, whatever.
2D's
You have
nuts.
2D. Yeah, 2D.
That would be
Give me one.
so like 46.
Dude, that's nuts. That's cool.
Nope. Roll again.
Yeah, roll again. Can't have that one.
Yeah. So what
is
you
that
got?
one?
A dead sprite inside a clear glass bottle.
Ooh.
What does that do?
I mean, you
Nope,
you res it,
that's
and it
right.
freaking is a deity, you know?
88.
You just have a dead god in your pocket.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Book. A
Okay.
book.
You get a book that tells the story of a legendary hero's rise and fall, with the last chapter missing.
Okay.
That's cool.
Permanent cliffhanger.
Oh
Shit.
my god. Just be the hero and write the end.
Write your
Alright,
own ending.
Tempest.
That's perfect for a bard.
Yeah, actually. That's actually
100.
Ooh!
I'm not joking.
I don't know,
like 0.
because I don't want to squabble the
all
100.
zeros. It's all zeros.
Pick the coolest one on there. Let him pick, I guess, because, like, the 100's trash. Like,
Yeah, 100 is actually no. You know what? It isn't.
What is it?
I already forgot what mine was.
wow.
Okay.
I have a terrible short-term memory. Sorry.
100.
Roll.
You have the statue.
100 is a metal urn containing the ashes of a hero. But like,
Mix it with the magical sand.
Come
It
on.
reses the hero.
magical sand.
Come on.
I was actually thinking.
Why did you
Backup
say
character?
that? You should have waited until Dan wasn't listening.
My bad.
Wait, is it the ashes of the hero in Flute's book? If so,
Yeah,
that's
can I
really cool.
make the hero revive from his ashes in the book?
Whoa.
He writes the last chapter, story arc right there.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then he
dude.
dies.
Wait, that actually sounds sick.
He fucking falls off the edge of the boat. That's the end of the book.
You guys are making it really hard for me to say no to that.
That's the point, Dan. That is the point.
What's the thing going on right now, by the way, just so I have the list?
This is the junk out of the bag of holding.
Is it a thing on D&D Beyond, or is it just
Yeah, trinkets list.
those?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Sure, you can
Whoa.
have that.
The
Ashes of
The
a dead
urn.
hero.
The name that was once carved onto this metal urn has been worn away with time.
Could I have 96 instead? No, that wouldn't make sense. Why would it be? But why would the ashes of a hero be in this bag?
See, that's what I'm
You don't
saying.
know?
Why
We
is
had
the
the
book
book
of his
about it.
Wait,
name
have you
in
ever
there?
you've
Yeah.
had Book of Holding or not book Bag of Holdings in your games? Come on, some of the stuff that goes in there is like, why do
That's
we
true.
have this? I don't know.
That's true.
In the
All
bag
right.
holding, I guess.
All right,
It was
sweet.
an urn. I grabbed it.
All right, I will take this urn.
You were what, 57?
I'll say you also
Miles.
find 96
Oh, yeah,
in
the
there,
map.
though, because that's cool.
Yeah. I thought that.
And what did my detect magic come back with?
It is magical. Enchantment magic, specifically.
I have identify. Hey, Tampa.
Yeah,
Can you identify this?
it's a piece of coal.
I know, man. Listen, I have detect magic too, and it's magical, so I need to know what kind of piece
magical?
of. Yeah,
Holy.
it is. I know. Look, it's a green gemstone.
Well, you're at it. Is this egg magical I got here? What am I gonna do with this egg?
Just sit down for 30 minutes.
Have lady sit on it.
I could cook
She might
for
cook
you,
it. It might be a good breakfast.
I
She
bet
likes
you I
it.
can make you some good breakfast with that. Also, I have taken a new accent. Yet again.
Sweet.
I could make you some good
And
breakfast with that,
since Tempest knows identify as a ritual, can he teach me identify as a ritual? Because I've got that thing where I get to write down the ritual things. Now it costs gold, but I get to write down spells that can be cast as rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
You can
understand.
copy his
I'll
spell
send you
book.
answer. Yeah, you can copy my spell book.
Right, and so okay, I can't copy it with the I need the special ink to make it to where I can actually cast it.
Mhm.
But at least I know I could eventually learn that from you and cast it
Yeah.
as a ritual.
Yeah.
All right, sick.
All right, so I give all that out, and then I give everybody the 10 gold each. And I go up to Perry, and I'm like, I think this belongs to you. And give him the raven statue. Is this an attunement item?
So, it is not.
It is not.
It's just a normal item. I've actually already added it to.
What is the command word?
Whatever Perry says first.
Ah, you fool!
I want to know how big the statue is compared to Perry.
It's just Perry size.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, like
Well,
is it
do you-
like
do you
is it, like,
remember, like-
hand size for like?
Like,
Do you know those little
simplicity.
statues that you'd get in like the grandmothers would have from their like tea boxes? They'd be like,
Yeah.
you know, like those.
Sick. It's about
Cool.
the size of Perry's back.
Nice.
And I think magic
Fuck
items, they will like eyes to the person that is wielding it.
What?
From my understanding, like magic items will size to the person that's wielding it. So like if an ogre attunes to the headband of an intellect or whatever, it'll go from normal human size to ogre size.
But those are attunement items, right? Where
Yeah,
this isn't
that is an
attunement item, it
attunement.
would-
Yeah, yeah. This is just a little statue.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't change, I don't think. Could though.
You can buy the figurine.
Dan, I feel like you need a mango right now.
I'm
probably
still
do.
What do you mean?
very
You're on eBay right now looking up figurines? We're in the middle of D&D!
I'm on redrosestees.com.
Still very confused about that book.
I got a treasure map that I can't read because I can't read.
Well, I mean, the word is
Bro,
literally
it might be a readable treasure
indecipherable.
map.
No, it says indecipherable.
It's
Oh.
yeah, it physically cannot like it's just not.
So I
able
mean,
to be
even
read.
if we translate it, it's just
Wait,
it's like a chicken wrote on it, and we
Wait,
think
now-
we want to be a treasure map. We just think it is.
you should hold that up next to Atlas's body there. Atlas, can you show us all your tattoos? All of them?
And
Take a-
how
like, we, like,
how
take
hot
off your
can I
shirt.
undress right now. Can I do the whole thing where he goes like this and goes, and my shirt come off? You know?
Like from Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, just freaking, and then my shirt's off.
Ripped into 1,000 pieces.
What do I have to roll? Name it.
Charisma.
Charisma?
Man.
No, hold on. That's not the DM saying that.
Oh, sorry. I thought that sounded like Dan.
I need you to roll
Charisma.
a D100. And if you roll a 90 or higher, puppy.
Upper.
You hurt me, Dan.
What'd you get?
An 89.
No shit.
I got an 89.
Live by the dice, die by the dice.
Yeah, rip.
So you do it,
Couple
and
buttons.
you just
Not
hear.
your shirt.
Well, yeah. You do
Come on, I
that,
did
and you
really
just
good.
hear
I did... No.
in the back.
Ah, man. And then I unbutton.
You just hear some
That
seams, a few seams ripping, but nothing else.
I say, listen, that usually works. Having
Usually.
an off day.
Dan,
Having an
I'd-
off
You've done
day.
it before.
Dan, I'd like to incite that.
Sure. Can I get either a
Is he
deception
really
or a
having an off
persuasion?
day?
Alright, so now I get to decide canonically if it does happen or not, and you have to incite it. So canonically, does that happen? He's pretty charismatic.
Yeah, I'm not good at telling lies. I'm good at lying usually, but that's fine.
Can't even find where my. There it is. Oh, it's not good. It's 13.
Okay, I'll roll insight. Yeah, that's 17. No, it's 18
Alright.
actually.
I guess I'll message you and let you know.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So, you hold it up, trying to like match the map. None of them match up.
Wait, you what?
None of the
we put
maps.
the map
okay.
up to your back.
Alright.
None of them match up. They're just kind
Oh,
of
they
looking
go-
at both, and they're just like, "Fuck, doesn't work."
It's just like a super zoomed in Minecraft map.
Really weird art style. Like you can't tell where it's from. Doesn't even look like a regular map. It's just
Mhm.
out of character, out of context.
Out of time. Out of mangoes. Anyway.
We're never
Kim, did you
making it
cast
to
Identify?
Seguridad.
No, we're not.
Damn. Dan is turning into an Eldritch Horror for me.
Am I?
Yes.
Wait, it's not turning to one fully yet for you?
We just
Is it finally?
Solely for you, I think.
Is the curse finally dropping?
Seems. Oh my god!
It's getting worse.
Damn the horror.
Look, it's getting worse.
Oh my god!
Oh god. The glitch is consuming him.
Dan's gone.
I don't see that.
He's fine for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's fine
Fine
for
with
me.
Oh, he's fine for me too. I'm very scared of him right now.
Is your GPU just like fucking on fire currently?
My GPU's fine, man. You look like Hermaeus
You might want to
Morin.
check it. You might want to like look down there, maybe feel the side of your deck, make sure it's all right.
Why is my right leg on fire? Tim!
Hey X, your emails.
My emails?
What the fuck did he do?
Which one, dude? I have like 7.
I don't all of them. Just
Well,
you did
we have to wait
not
for Tim to
just
get
send
back.
Something.
For the identify. So in the meantime,
Did or didn't? Sorry, he did.
I mean, he
Did
completed it,
identify?
but I want him to be here for it.
Alright, sounds good.
I'd like to think that like after like we checked the map, I'm just like looking at it and looking at both, and I just kind of like crumple it up and shove it in like a little side pouch that I have. It's just like didn't work.
Hey, if I've learned anything, that might be important one day. Or it may not be at all, and you just kind of have to accept it either way.
It looks cool.
You could get that one.
Now
tattooed on
this-
you.
This fucking egg.
Right. Thanks
I don't
God
know.
for good advice.
I like to imagine Marcus just sitting from afar, looking at Terry, just like comparing the statue. Like, is it the same person? Does it look like the same person? It's almost like the same person. It's not.
It's like
Is that a raven?
Here you go, Dean. I have a good representation of your little statue.
I have a snow globe with a raven in it.
I have a cute crow with an eye patch. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you live in Ohio, so fuck you.
Damn, you got me there.
Yeah,
Good
you
argument.
live in
this
England,
email.
so L.
Right.
God,
I have this
Plus ratio.
well argued.
Actually, like, which ones would be worse, like Florida or Ohio?
Dude,
Well, my mom's lived in
Tempest,
both,
you,
and she
you
prefers
fucking missed your
Ohio.
character dying.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
fucking died, dude.
Yeah, you're dead.
After you
I
cast
don't know.
Identify, you found out that it was a bomb and it blew up and killed everyone.
Oh no.
And only you
It was
didn't
sent
get
to your
that back.
email.
Oh no, the call was a bomb. How could we have guessed? The highly flammable material exploded.
Are you sure it wasn't a mango?
What was it, Dan? Now that he's here.
So you get the exact description of the trinket.
Okay, so I find this out.
Mm-hmm.
Does it now look like a gem to him?
Nope. But Tempest knows, and he has not expressed any information about whether he knows or not to you.
Okay. So you see the gem, right?
I see. Would I see the gem at this point?
Nope.
Or is it still?
Yep.
Man, I
Keep
can't
in mind,
think of
also,
anything.
Atlas, we should specify. You don't think that it looks like coal.
Yes.
That's what I think it looks like a gem. It's
Yeah.
a gem. I handed him a gem that's magical.
Mm-hmm.
And he said
It's-
coal, which is why I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
say this stone. I think it's gonna bring you a lot of luck, and I just give it back to him.
I put
Fast
it in
forward.
very
Word
Like
to,
your
like,
you
homies'
have-
hopes and dreams.
So much power.
put it somewhere very safe.
Okay. All right. Tempest. Cut to the storm. You attempt the experiment.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm up there. I have some guidance from Atlas, and I'm
Give
kind
me-
of waiting, and maybe I have some like runes that I have like painted out on the crow's nest, and just like some whatever symbols, some arcane
The blue
whatever
jay's
to try to
nest.
like capture magic. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Give me a spellcasting check.
Okay.
So basically, just be like a spell attack roll.
I touched him for 10 minutes. I touched him for 10 minutes. I touched him
He
for 10
already
minutes. I
has
touched him.
it. He already has it.
He wants to touch him longer.
Do I add anything to that?
So it's
A D4.
My spellcasting ability modifier as well.
Yeah. So it's D20 and then just your spell attack modifier. So it'd be proficiency and intelligence.
All right.
A D4, a D4. You got a D4.
Yep.
Okay.
So 23.
Okay. You kind of wait for like the right moment, channeling some of your magic into the glyphs that you have down on the ground. And as you see that like you're hitting a spot in the storm where there's a bit more activity in the clouds, you channel that energy upwards, and as lightning hits the water next to the ship, a small branch of it streaks off and hits the bottle with the sand. Nothing happens. But that's the interesting thing, is that nothing happens.
So no
Sand-
like
The
glass
sand
gets
isn't
made?
blackening. There's no impact. There's no reaction. Just little poof of sand goes up into the air and then falls back down. And that's it. But it falls back where it was.
Interesting. All right, I put the sand back in my jar.
All right.
And go back down with the rest of the crew.
Sure.
On your way back down, I call up and be like, "Hey, yeah, right? That one was close.
That was weird.
Just kind of."
My
Isn't it
experiment
quite
didn't go
ironic?
as planned, but it's interesting.
It's tempest in the storm. It's like a tempest. It's
Oh, I see what's going on here.
And bam. All right, you guys get out of the storm, and at this point, the crew members that were on the Corvid from the Revenge stay on, and some of them approach the quarterdeck, and one of them speaks and just says,
Right, Captain. Some of me and the boys has been speaking, and we was wondering if maybe if you need anyone, we could join up with you and help take care of it. The COVID, I mean.
Spam, spammity spam.
Spam, action, spam.
I'm about to make you a player character.
they're well-known people.
no, just like random crew members.
Nobody's.
Have we seen them from the other ship?
I mean, yeah, in passing.
I would assume we might kind of know them, at least in passing, if they're from the Lux Mars's Revenge, because that's the ship we came from.
I'm making sure they're not newbies, you know. That would be suspicious.
No, they're not new, but like they haven't been around long enough to kind of like make a reputation for themselves necessarily.
Yeah. They've been there before, though.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
I kind of like
would,
glance over at Tempest, like,
I'll
what's the plan here?
I would probably defer the more charismatic of the bunch to discern if these guys. Or can I make an intelligence check to see if these guys would know how to take care of a ship pretty well?
I won't even
about
make you
we
make
have
the
a
roll.
little-
They're the
Do like
ones
a whole
who.
Sherlock Holmes, like zoom in on their hands. Oh yes, they've got calluses. They're good with ropes. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I won't even make you roll that
whole
though.
thing.
You don't even need to, because they helped you guys during the storm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we should have a quick meeting of the minds of the officers of this ship, if I do say so myself.
I agree. It should be up to a vote. So I'll call everybody in. And
Yeah, he'll just say, right, of course, that makes sense. All right, we'll get back to work, and they just go off to where they're supposed to be. There's only like 4 of them, but it's
Okay.
enough that it would help.
I want to be sure.
Name them, please.
Sure. You've got
Eric,
Aiden.
Mrs. Bunn,
Hold on, wait.
Graham, Fred.
Wait.
Tobias.
All right.
Louis.
So this is
Hayden.
ship members. No, I understand we haven't voted yet, but I'm just gonna put them down. All right. Who?
So you have Aiden,
Aiden. That's a stupid name. All right.
Jeremy.
Bo,
That's it. I hate.
That's even worse.
Because I know a Bo.
you also have
Broderick.
no, you have Ingot, and they are
Ingot?
they're in Earth Genasi.
Okay.
And the last one be Herbert.
Mrs. Bunn.
The last one is Orad,
No,
Orad, and he's a hobgoblin.
Okay, Aiden is a what?
Human.
Human. Can I discern his class?
Probably not. Probably commoner.
Bo is a what?
Human.
And then this is Ingot is Earth Genasi.
Mhm.
And Orad is a hobgoblin.
Yep.
Okay.
And Aiden was the one speaking.
Right. Alright, I go into the captain's quarters.
Yep.
And I kneel before Tempest, as I always do. Just to kind of over the top. I say under my breath, "Hail Tempest, Tempest for captain." And then I look up and I wink.
We all say in unison, "Hail Tempest, Tempest for captain."
Yes!
Hail Hydra.
What does everybody say?
How
I think it would be
Oh,
hilarious that we said we want the rest of them and not Aiden. I think that would be so funny.
That
Funny, but-
seems...
Sorry, Aiden. You didn't make
I
the
think
cut.
it-
For that reason, I'm out.
As a skeleton crew, so to
That's
say,
right.
we don't necessarily need any of them hammocks down there in the crew quarters, right? So why not take on a couple people who can sail the ship, mind it when we're not on it, and that sort of thing? You know, we want to make sure nobody's gonna walk off with our newly procured ship.
I agree.
legally procured by
That's a
hand?
fair point. I'm not against the idea.
Hi.
I don't know if this is pretty extreme, but I think we should start creating. Listen, I love a good tattoo. I think we should come up with a good tattoo and brand all of us and all of them. And that way, you know, they have this cool tattoo that doesn't get shown, doesn't get them caught or anything. But if they ever betray us, they're easily tracked down.
Hi, Atlas. Do you even be having space to put another tattoo?
Oh, you would not
Also,
believe the amount of
Atlas,
space
you
I
did
have.
say brand, so I am confused as to whether you mean brand as in.
I don't see. Listen,
or
I thought that was a
tattoo.
bit extreme. I will do it, but I feel like it's a bit hard to win them over. Like, hey guys, we'd love to have you on the crew. Hot metal, psst, right on the chest.
Well, Atlas, if you
It's not to be doing that.
if you will brand yourself, Atlas, I will join you into that.
I would
wouldn't mind.
I think it would be good for us to have something that is one. A brand is something that couldn't stand up to physical, or could stand up to physical inspection. A tattoo could be something that somebody could fake, but a brand where it like seeps into the skin, it heals a certain way. Like that is something that like if we ever get into trouble where somebody's trying to like cast an illusion, all we got to do is feel the brand. I think we freaking do it right here.
Now, this is sounding a bit over the top. I don't necessarily care too much about hot metal. It doesn't bother me as much
Right,
as your
right, that's
average
fair.
folk. But
I can imagine.
how does everybody else feel about getting branded?
As someone from a species who
I'm just saying. I don't.
they've been
this is not
branded
my idea.
before, I would like us to rephrase what we're doing.
This is not what this meeting is even for, right?
I think. Listen. I think we should have them. I
This
just think
has
it's
gone off the
cautious-
rails.
I
It
think
has
it's
gone off
cautious
the rails.
optimism. I think we should have them. I just
What are
think
rails?
we should have.
I think
I
if we
think-
had more people on the boat last time, we would have had an easier time getting the ship to help us out.
This is
If we
fair.
didn't-
I think we should have a safe word of something. If we were to go off the rails of some sort, we could all say, you know, whoever wanted to get the confrontation back on track, we could just say a word. I don't know, something like a pineapple, maybe.
Pineapple is a good word.
I don't know. I don't really like pineapple, man.
Definitely
together.
pineapple.
Gotta get the fruits,
Who knows? What's
Hi,
one of
what
those?
about
We're gonna try
papaya?
one.
Papaya would be a good one too. Guava, I like guava.
Ooh,
I'm
funny
caught.
fruits.
I have lost a lot of the feeling and taste buds in this side of my face, but I do like guava.
I bet if you could get me some, I could push you up so good. Oh my god. I could push you some right up and you'd feel it all over your body. At least one half, but
I don't know if I'm
Fine.
comfortable with that. So what do we think about adding these fellas to our crew?
I say yes.
I say yes too. I think we could use the meat if we need it.
We got lucky
Frankly.
with the cocktail last time.
Listen,
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, dude!
Listen, man,
Hold on, hold on,
what do you
hold
want from me? Listen, man, I'm a realist, man. Come on, man, if we need it.
All right.
I don't mean
What?
cannibalism. Listen, I don't mean that. I mean literally we are playing a chess game,
Or-
and sometimes a king needs a pawn. You know what I mean? Sometimes a sacrifice is needed, and I'd rather not sacrifice the Blue Man Group. You can agree with that, right? You can get behind that.
No, I feel personally attacked.
Listen, you know where my loyalties lie. Come on, have you seen the color of my skin?
Don't let
Dan
that
is
freak
dead
me.
inside. We've done it. We've done it.
Oh.
Now that Dan is sufficiently over medium.
Let's put it like this. All to keep those fellows say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Aye.
I
Well, we keep them.
Now, should we name ourselves as captains of some sort, or not captains, but officers of some sort, or should it just be there's a captain and everybody else does what needs to be done?
I think we should totally be officers, because I mean,
Yep.
otherwise they're gonna be like, every time we tell them to do something, they'll be like, Captain didn't say that, and yeah, technically you're not my superior, and then I'm gonna have to execute Aiden right in front of everybody.
We
No
have
matter who
put
says
a
it,
lot of.
Aiden's
what do
going
you have
down.
against Aiden?
Aiden's a stupid.
No.
I think it's the voice. It's
It's
like,
not
Jimmy
like
Jones is a
Australian.
nerd.
We really have put a lot of trust in Tempest, and I do think he's a good man, right? But generally, the captain isn't the end all be all, right?
Genuinely, you see like you see Atlas kind of like sit up for a second when I think he's a good guy, and then you say but, and Atlas like he like sees like a really intently listening now. Sorry, continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Usually, there's a quartermaster and a helmsman, and you know all them good different positions. I think it'd do us real well to assign those people. And I know Aiden isn't up for grabs here in that position, and that's fine with me.
I pull out my telescope. Is it longer than everybody else's?
It's like comically long, like Jack Sparrow's and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nice. Then I'm the quartermaster. Bitch. No, I'm kidding. I want to be the helmsman because I'm really good. I'm good at sailing. My guy can sail, but like in terms of like any authority, as X, he doesn't need any authority right now.
Have you been at the wheel?
I had professionally sailed for years, and I just obviously
Yeah.
went on to when I was on Abraham's crew. There wasn't a position, but I mean, yeah, like he's done it for the last decade. He's very good at it.
Sounds good for me.
Well, as always, I'll just be the ship's bard. I mean, it's not like there's much else I can really do.
I think it would be cool if Perry was the helmsman though, because then he could just grab the top and we could spin
can't
it, and he'd
see.
just spin around. He would just keep going around. Oh god.
In order to
Ask
like,
Perry how's the weather down there.
in order to like spin faster, Perry is on one part of the wheel, and then will like jump every time that you get to the one spot where their feet can touch the
Okay.
ground.
Fuck whatever I just said. I'll still be
Gladly.
Tempest spokesman.
Absolutely. I need that.
Does that
Riz,
mean-
Well,
dude? I don't got
Does that
no
mean that Sid
Riz.
is the quartermaster? Because I think
So what do
I
we
nominate Sid.
need?
No Riz.
What do we need in terms of officers, right? We obviously need a quartermaster. I suppose a helmsman.
First mate.
We need a first mate.
Cool.
Oh, I know who wants to be first mate.
Gee, I wonder who.
Gee willikers.
I wonder who.
Where's he pointing?
Pointing up towards Atlas.
Yeah.
I'd ask the captain who he wants to be his
stream.
first mate.
Big first mate
And-
vibes.
I'd ask the captain who he wants to be his first mate, and then we can just let that settle the debate.
I think.
Oh, Captain,
that
my
speaks for
Captain.
itself. Atlas.
Hail Tempest.
Absolutely first mate.
let me look up the salary of first mate before I accept.
Oh my god. All right. So
What are the benefits?
who was
There's no
quartermaster?
dental.
No dental. I'm out.
I can put in my name at a quartermaster.
Holy shit.
Quartermaster does have a lot of power. Basically, captain when captain isn't there.
Sorry.
After first.
If no one else wants quartermaster, Sid, absolutely.
I think Sid should have quartermaster. I mean, I
I
think
nominate Sid.
I think that in times of crisis, I'm gonna listen to Sid anyways, and it might as well come with like anybody that's not in this group understands the level of authority that Sid will have. I mean, obviously, everybody here, we're all equals. We all respect each other. If Sid says this is what we're gonna do, we're all gonna be like, "That's a great idea. Let's do it." But in terms of the subordinates, like they just need to listen. Like Aiden just needs to listen and not offer ideas. So Sid needs to have some position of authority. Dan, can I sneak away and execute Aiden?
No.
No, all right.
What?
What other positions are there?
Technically,
find out.
cooks are.
I was going to say
Oh.
cook.
Yeah, who likes to cook?
I
I
do.
wonder
This guy,
Gee, I
Marcus.
wonder who.
who tried
Because you like
make-
tomatoes,
I
right? 'Cause
wonder.
they're like ball shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like guava because they're ball shaped ish.
So is that the safe word now for the ship, or for the party?
It's in the game.
That's the party
In-game
safe word.
So
safe
in game
word,
is
yeah.
guava, out of game is mango, and then out of game for we're getting upset is celery.
How
What
am I
is
gonna
the
keep
X
this
card
up straight
in
with
game
him?
though? What is our X card in game? What
Gotcha.
is our in game celery?
I think in game we
know.
just fight it out.
Maybe
I
carrots.
think in-game
Yeah.
is all-
In game we just come to punches. I mean, like I'm not gonna punch you in real life, but Atlas might punch you.
I will
Leak.
punch you over the internet with my fictional character.
Onion.
Chief cook. There's the second cook. There's
Alright.
the officers of the watch. There's the chief mate, the second mate, third mate.
Also, boatswain.
Also, people.
There's
Alright, people. Just let me cook, alright?
there's the engineer,
Don't let bro cook.
the chief engineer.
I overcooked.
I feel like this is not old.
No, yeah, I think you're looking at like
First mate, quartermaster, sailing master, gunner, powder monkey, boatswain, surgeons.
Yeah, boatswain,
Cooks.
surgeon.
Well, we don't have a surgeon, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean
We do
have
not.
one.
I mean, we have a doctor.
Yeah.
I can make
Helmsman.
surgeon for organ removal only once. Don't get it back.
Damn.
You'll at least get paid for it.
No, you won't.
Maybe
So
sometimes.
right now
reading-
we have officially captain, quartermaster, first mate, cook, and then is Perry helmsman? Is that what we decided?
I think this is
Perry
a
the
terrible
helmsman.
idea.
Is that a good idea?
Who else here is good?
Hell
at
yeah,
naval-
let's go.
Naval stuff.
We also have
Rise
I'm
can
good at
sail.
naval stuff.
Rise can sail.
sorry?
Yeah, I'm good at that.
So, Marcus is cook. Atlas is first mate. Rise is helmsman.
Nice.
Swan is bard. That
Swan
is
is just bard.
that is actually a that is a position.
I wish
Literally
like,
just bard.
I will speak for the captain if like we come into whatever the heck we need, but that doesn't exist in pirate terms. So like, I'm
You're
the
the spokesman.
vocal cords.
Artist.
I like to
Artist
see this
exists.
I like to see this as a body. We have like the brain, the heart, the vocal cords, the lungs, the like.
Well, in D&D terms, they actually have a name for that, and it's hilarious that you said body, because the person who speaks is known as the face. You're the face of the party.
But then he's
So-
the heart.
Do you want your title to be bard or face? I think face is pretty good.
Face is
Oh
sexy.
yes,
Dude.
Swan the
Ass, dude.
face. Swan the face.
The thing is, he
Faceless
doesn't show his
face.
face.
That's another title I need to add. Swan the Snow Fox, the face.
Spawn of
Face
any
of the
name.
faceless. Let's all shave our faces down to the bone, and we become the faceless. And he's the
I-
face
I-
of the faceless.
I
And
cast
no one can
message-
tell who Lady
I-
is.
I'd like to cast message on Atlas and tell him, if you want to brand yourself later, come see me. Except no
Wow.
one knows.
After work hangout, I got it. Okay.
Sick. Sick.
Sid is the quartermaster, so that just leaves Perry.
Perry,
guess-
what does Perry want to do?
Powder monkey.
Powder monkey. But like
Or
that,
armor.
there technically wouldn't be like a powder monkey because like powders aren't really a thing. So
Armor.
I guess gunner.
Gunner,
Gunner, yeah.
armor.
Yeah, I think gunner works.
Sure.
Cool.
Perry's whatever you want him to be.
Master gunner. You're master gunner.
Master Chief.
Usually, the most experienced gunner was elected as master gunner.
Put the Master Chief in the soda.
Put the Master Chief in the shoulder.
So what do I do as first mate? Because I'm reading here that they usually didn't have them, and quartermasters performed the duty of first mate. So am I a pseudo quartermaster when Sid's not around? I'm like the speaker of the house. You know, like
Often the captain's
assistant to
the second in
captain.
command can also be closely allied with the captain and just helps out with stuff that the captain does. Is what I'm seeing.
Did you
So
just make
it
an
seems more
office
like-
reference where I'm not assistant captain, I'm assistant to the captain? Like what's?
Assistant to the assistant to the captain.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
what we could
first mate
do,
before tournaments.
we could do, because it's all combat stuff, right? It's decisions in combat. So what we could do is we could basically give first mate the powers of captain during combat if anything happens to the captain.
Yeah.
On top of
I'm
that,
fine, dude.
Yeah.
I'm happy being Tempest's best friend. So
He's gonna be the fucking
mind.
dude from Andor. His boss takes off and he's like, I fucking tailored my suit and everything. And I'm in charge here!
I'm Scar. Long live
So
the
now,
king.
who is gonna have captain duties? On land, because I think we had mentioned that before.
It's
I still think it should be
fucking
Tempest.
pure anarchy.
Yeah.
Pure anarchy.
Okay, who wants anarchy?
I mean, we're gonna make decisions as a group.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's very.
Yeah.
I think it's very democratic on land, and I think that it's very like.
Well, this is like in the heat
Structured.
of combat.
Well,
Like,
in the
this
heat
is
of combat.
decision.
I think even in the heat of combat, we should just keep it as democratic as possible. Like for like on land sub, ships up, fine with that. Captain decides what we do.
Fair enough.
I also think that if there's like a point at which where like there's NPCs everywhere and a decision has to be made, I will defer to Tempest. But when there's
That's
a
fine.
decision to be made that we can like sit down and talk about it, like snap decisions, I'm going to defer to Tempest, and like talking decisions, big decisions, we'll all talk about it democratically. But whether or not we're having eggs the next morning, I'm not gonna, that Tempest can figure that out.
I would defer to Marcus.
That's fair. What we having
Alright.
tomorrow for breakfast?
Oh, well, just there's that red egg that Sid got.
Nice. You're just gonna steal it.
Yeah,
Just gonna eat the red egg. Don't know what it
Red
is.
dragon.
there is a parrot named Blue Jay. So
You
Mm,
don't touch the
First
fucking parrot.
good. I mean, it is a lot of cooking to actually be eatable. I could try and look what we have in the reserves.
Nothing.
All right, I
Ah.
think we've got these decisions
Well,
made. And
who's
we've
looking
got
with
the,
cannibalism? I'm voting for Aiden.
Yeah, I think decision was made.
He'll be the first one we eat if we run out of like food and rations.
Alright,
That's
so
some
we are out of
plans for today.
food, just for today though.
it's all aging
Just
for
say.
tomorrow.
Well, so can we go outside and tell him?
Yep.
Absolutely.
That he's gonna be eaten first.
I walk outside. I gather
Okay,
them up.
so you're hired, but you're gonna die tomorrow.
And I say, yeah, you guys can stick around. You guys are hired. We'll work out what it is you do as we go along. This is kind of just a little test period to see if you can hang with the group. And I walk over to Aiden and I say, Aiden, can I talk to you for a second?
Well, sure. And he walks over with you.
I'm like, listen, Aiden,
Can
I
I do
like
for
you,
you,
buddy.
sir?
I like you, Aiden. Listen, this is personal, and I need you to not tell anybody to the rest of the crew, okay? When I was a kid, I had just a terrible, terrible experience with this little kid named Aiden. He was a bully. He was a jerk, and I will think about him every time that I say your name. And so I would like to have a respectful nickname that I call you that does not remind me of the bully who beat my little sister.
He looks like shocked, scared.
You have a nickname that you prefer?
Don't really go by any nicknames. Really have
Can
any?
we make one up together?
Hey kid, come over here. I need you.
So much going on. Right. We can come up with one. Might take some time. You can just call me A for now, I guess.
Call you AIDS? Yeah.
That's... A.
Oh,
like the letter first.
It doesn't really work because I could be like AA, and that sounds weird.
Kid.
Listen, we'll workshop it. I just want you to know that I probably won't call you Aiden, and I want you to not take it personally.
Right.
Now, Tempest, do you think he's treating him okay over there? Should we intervene or?
I pat him on the back and I say thank you.
Kind of whisper, I think it's fine.
Yeah. At worst, it's minor hazing. It could be team building. I don't know.
In some workplaces, I believe that is considered team building. I don't know if it's healthy or not, but who am I to speak about healthy or not? I've been dead twice, apparently.
Anyway, fade to black. Haha, funny. Everyone's laughing. Ha 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 ha. And you guys see the island of Seguridad coming
We do
closer.
a jump picture.
We do a jump picture, yeah.
Are we level 5 now?
Screen what? No. What? You've not.
What is
level five.
our milestone? What is our milestone for roleplay?
We fought a god.
Yeah, and there was that 30 minutes you were gone that I DM'd, and everybody did get to level 6.
Naughty man.
Yeah.
Are we going to continue, or are we just going to end here at Seguridad?
We
Where we
wasted
ended
an
last
entire session on us being on the boat.
Again.
Again.
Twice.
Not wasted. It was fun.
No, it was good.
No, it was great, but
Was it entertaining to watch?
Yeah.
Let's go on the
it's
island
fun
a
to
little
us.
bit.
That's
Let's
what
go a little bit
matters.
longer.
We had a heart.
I'm watching it right here, and it's entertaining.
Oh yeah, no, it's very fun.
Did the entire 11 people in chat enjoy this?
Hey, 13.
I agree.
13?
13 in mine, 2 in Dean's.
No.
Atlas.
The two in mine are you and
Sorry.
Axel.
Atlas, could you have your unseen servant make a metal rod that has a corvid, like the thing on the flag at the end of it?
That's probably something I'm gonna have to do. In fact, it's probably something I'm gonna ask Miles to do. Like where I talk to Tim outside of in the game, Atlas is gonna talk to Miles and make him do it.
It's just like the stage crew, like on the other side of like the camera, and you walk over off camera and you like grab me, and it's just like, you gotta do this thing for me.
Do I have access to a metal rod of some kind? I mean, are there metal rods? Like, there's like obviously like tamping rods and like stuff to help with like the crossbows, the ballistas.
Do I say no so we can move on? Or do I say yes and let this chaos continue to play out?
You could just say we.
I don't want to know Seguridad though.
If you
All
say
right, let's
yes,
go to
you have
Seguridad.
one.
Just say yes and we'll do it later. How about that? That's a good compromise.
I need the brand.
It's not brand.
No.
People.
That's just me. That's you guys do you. But
Atlas is gonna have a faction with everybody on the ships. Is the Blue Man Group and then the Branded. Yeah.
Blue Man Group getting branded? Wait a minute.
No. We don't have. You don't have to. What I'm saying is like there's different factions. So like Atlas is in the Blue Man Group, but if he brands himself and Swan, then that will be another faction, which is the branded men.
I humbly refuse to be branded as a halfling. Thank you.
small guy.
You go to sleep sometimes.
What's happening in Seguridad?
Hey, real quick, Atlas, you know that halflings were enslaved and branded by their masters, right?
Hey, Dan,
Just
You
want
should
to
brand your.
threw that out
Listen,
there.
What you should do is you should brand yourself, and you are
You're
your
not.
own master.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so
No.
Seguridad, you guys pull into port. This is an island that all of you at some point have been to some degree with Captain Abraham. Whether you joined his crew here or he brought you here to pick up supplies or to sell some goods, you have been here to some degree. You pull into port and sorry, I'll read what you sent me later, Flute. Sorry, my brain cannot handle that.
No, yeah. That's...
So you guys start kind of getting pulled up next to the docks, and quickly go over to the Revenge to help unload the medicine crates. You see Abraham is up on the top deck, just saying, "Right, all you get those right down to the infirmary. Once you're there, help them distribute it. Do your best to cover up. Make sure you're all staying away from whatever this is. And for the
Make
rest
sure
of
we
you,
don't accidentally take the blue medicine thing.
you guys only have one vial of that.
No, we took
Oh,
the whole
do it?
chest.
We took the whole crate.
You guys, oh,
Yeah,
you
we
did?
took the whole crate, yeah.
The whole
I
crate.
assume
Yeah.
that you guys have that.
Yeah, and I have
No.
three
We
on
took the
me
whole. We took the
alone.
whole crate.
And I have one on me.
Like I could carry like several boxes. Like I managed to grab that one too.
Talk more about your muscles. Oh, Atlas sits over here and he's like,
So, okay. Well, I'll say that the captain has marked that one specifically as like a do not touch. Like, put a red X on it. Like, yeah, you're good.
That marks the spot. It's treasure.
It's explosive.
Go on.
If gaming has taught me anything, red barrels mean. So the captain will say, "When you're done, meet us at the tavern." And the rest of the crew will go off towards the tavern, with all of you in tow. So Seguridad, it's fairly plain. It's a very plain-looking town. This town was around before pirates came in and kind of made it like their haven. It was just kind of like a stop on the way to the mainland, but for a long time, people decided to just kind of like avoid it and just go to the southern fishing town of Malvarin on the mainland after the whole debacle with Estergine happened and all of that. That kind of became like a pilgrimage spot for a lot of people. So it was just kind of avoided. And the town fell into complete disarray. And people stopped going here and doing business here. Until a couple years ago, when by a couple years ago, I mean like 50 years ago, when a bunch of individuals who were looking for a nice hideout stumbled upon it. There were a couple people who were still around.
by a couple, do you mean 50?
But no, fuck off.
Okay.
And the town was established right on the coast. So you walk from the beach right up to the town itself. This town's very simple. There's no paved streets. There's no concrete buildings that are the majority. You see a couple in the background, like far down the road. But for the most part, this place is just like bare bones. Very simple. What just happened? Oh god.
Good question.
No, music that I had. I've ambient sound for the waves going. for stream, and then another music track started playing. My bad. So the tavern itself is just like a fucking mess. Like mostly outdoors. There's not like a lot of actual building standing. It's just kind of like tarps hanging above to protect from the rain, and benches with shitty looking tables. It's like early evening at this point, so as you all approach, there's like a good crowd there, and as Abraham walks up, he'll yell out, "So what'll it take to get me and my men some refreshments?" And there's a massive like cheer as he shows up. You see that Captain Tugil, who also came with all of you. This is the halfling captain. She just runs up to the bar, jumps on top of it, pours her own drink, drops some coin, and just chugs the ale that she got herself. And you see Abraham starts walking towards an individual that you know to be Captain Alistair Starbreeze. But he stops and says, "Give me a moment. Hey, will you, Corvid, come speak to me in about 15 minutes or so. Just need to catch up with Captain Starbreeze. But I want to have a word with you. Nothing bad. Nothing bad." And he heads off.
Thanks, Dad.
Did you say that in character?
No, I don't. No.
So ale is 2
In
copper.
character, in their head, yes. Not out loud, though.
Ale is 2 copper? Oh my god.
I don't even have copper.
So
I only have gold.
10 copper is 1 silver. 10 silver is 1 gold.
Do the math now.
100
No,
copper
God,
is
why
1
would I
gold.
do that?
100 copper is 1 gold. So if it's 2 copper pieces, you can buy 50 drinks with 1 piece of gold.
You go down. You remove 1 gold, give yourself 9 silver, give yourself 8 copper.
Yes.
It's if you want to drink.
Listen, I will buy it for you if you would just like to not mess with your carpet.
I don't want to do math. I am stupid.
Sid just starts off by buying everybody around.
Well, as you guys walk up to the bar to get your drinks, the person behind the bar will say, no, we've already heard the stories. You already get your first round free."
Whoa.
Thanks.
I'll grab a
Alleviate
pint.
any money anxiety.
Alleviate math.
I'll grab a pint, find the nearest table that's empty, stand on the table, chug the pint, put it at my feet, and start playing music
Fuck yeah.
for 15 minutes.
Nice. Let's
Love it.
go.
A bunch of other musicians kind of like jump in. There's some guys with drums. There's some guys with like
Fuck yeah.
there's a guitar that starts going off. Like you start
Little bar
a
scene.
band by just like doing very simple tunes, but it's still enough that everyone is having a good time.
Can you play if you're going to play in Texas?
Or Devil Down in Georgia.
Either.
It's a ragtag band. There's not going to be big songs, guys.
How about
sure there
I'll
will
just
be.
stay here and drink?
We have 15 minutes, keep in mind.
So as you guys are just kind of like hanging out at a table, you can kind of see like that there are some people like looking over in your direction, kind of all around the bar. Like they'll sit and whisper and then kind of like look over. You see that Aiden and the crew of the Corvid now are here, and they're going around like talking to a bunch of different people, and those people that they speak to are doing the same thing where they'll peek over it at all of you with like wonder in their eyes and like almost shock on their faces. And after a little while, Swan, you finish up your song. All of you are done with your first drink. As you go to try and pay for your second, the bartender says, "Nope, Captain's already got this one." Pours you another one. Slides it on down. By the way, this ale sucks. It's not good. Like, it is.
You can't always get good stuff all the time.
No, it is.
Well,
Freeze
For
free.
the vibes.
This is Natty
Everclear
Light.
vodka.
That you were. No, you were drinking natural light. That is what you were drinking right now. For those of you who
Beer?
don't drink beer, that beer sucks. It's just water. It's bread flavored water.
It's not even piss. It's
Red
just
water.
Yeah.
doesn't matter
So-
if it sucks as long as you drink it fast.
Who, like, kind of paint me a picture of the bar? Who's there? Or, like, what kind of
Uh,
people are sitting around? Is it
yeah,
just
I
the whole
mean-
crew?
There's like the whole crew of the Lex Mars's Revenge. There's some members of Captain Starbreeze's crew that are hanging around. There's some members of Captain Two Gill's crew that they're just kind of chilling. 3 pirates in the making or legends in the making are hanging out. So, like, there's a lot.
Tempest is going to go up to somebody who is on the Lux Marius's Revenge while the mission was happening and ask, what was it like on ship when we went in?
Yeah, you'll just find someone who like normally works up in the rigging.
Yeah, I mean, somebody that I knew from the ship. Whatever.
And they'll say, "Oh yeah, I mean, it was tense because we didn't know what was going to happen. We were on constant lookout for any Navy vessels that were hidden that
Did
we
you guys
didn't catch."
detect at all, or were you just like bombarding the city?
We were just standing there looking intimidating, pretty much. We didn't start firing until we saw that you were all heading towards us.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was just tense, nervous. We were all nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we got the job done.
That's the important part.
True. He'll put his mug out to hit you with a cheers.
Yeah,
And,
and I'll go back to the group.
Yeah. At this point, you'll get waved over by Captain Abraham.
I think it'd be really funny that
enjoy.
if Swan is still on the table, I like set my drink down and just like pick him up and just set him on the ground so we can all go.
Yeah, I
Just dump him down. Eh. Like, come on, we gotta go.
I'll salute everyone at the bar that was looking towards the music, and I'll just leave.
Yeah. The band continues.
Yeah.
They keep up in your stead, like when you're gone. Captain Starbreeze will pass all of you, and he'll just look at you all and say, "Good job, everyone. Keep up the good work." And he'll just keep going, keep walking along.
Atlas has the 1,000-yard stare. Ever seen the 1,000-yard stare?
Just
Terrifying.
Why are you giving this man a stare down? We have no reason to.
No.
No,
So-
he's looking 1,000 yards out in the distance.
So the
Like,
1,000-yard
essentially,
stare is like
eyes
attributed
glazed
to
over.
like war
Stupid.
veterans, basically. Basically, like they come home from war, like it be it 1917 or be it like 2013. You come home from war and like physically you're here, but mentally you're like checked out, like
It's
back
it's
into
what
the
we
fight.
now it's what we now call PTSD.
Yes,
It's an outdated
Oh.
term for PTSD.
shell shocked.
Yeah, shell shock was the term before 1,000-yard stare.
I'll put my hand on his back,
He pops back into reality.
like Captain's asking for us.
He takes like a second. He looks down, and then he finishes the rest of the second drink and heads your way. Walks with you.
Yeah.
Atlas, we lost you there.
My bad. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that hangar fight, quite something, huh?
Oh yeah, it was Yeah.
Small talk while we go to the captain.
Are you serious about the branding, dude?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Alright, you guys.
I think it's probably. Listen, I think we should.
COVID.
Listen, I think we should totally do it, like you and me, and I think we should get as many people as we could. I think it'd be really cool if we did it on our.
Hey,
I think
it
we-
looks like
Right.
the captain's ready to speak.
So,
looks like the captain's ready to speak.
Alright. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
He'll sit down after kind of like gesturing you over, standing up to get your attention. He'll say, he'll start by saying, "How you'll feel?"
Well, we're not dead.
Again.
That's
I say that kind of like a little bit softer, like, again.
Dude. Again. Oh, man.
Sid just points to Rhys.
How are you feeling about your first big score? Might not feel like it. Your pockets aren't lined, but your heart should be full. Saved a lot of people.
Those people, will we be able to see them, perhaps? Or critical condition?
Ready for the next one.
That's
Hi.
what I like to hear.
What-
You gotta keep something in mind as you're making your way through the world and doing what you do and doing how you do it. Now, there are smaller captains out there. There are smaller ships out there that are doing what we do on a smaller scale. They don't get recognition, though, and they don't save hundreds, maybe even 1,000 people. Keep your minds clear. Don't let anything get to your head. Okay?
I kind of side-eye Atlas.
Atlas is
Atlas
Atlas
will
is
remember
like
that.
is kind of like staring intently at Abraham. He's trying to keep it cool.
And
He's doing
he'll-
okay. The alcohol is helping.
And he'll just say, listen, all yous are good. All yous are what get you jobs. All yous are what get you recognition. All yous are also what get you caught, get you killed. Keep that to thought. There are going to be stories going around about you. There already are. I can hear them. I can see it on the faces of those who sneak a peek at you. Keep in mind that those stories are not what the truth was. Let them believe that. He'll raise his
What?
mug up.
What stories are going around about us? I'm not saying this is meta.
Like,
meta.
yeah.
Oh, you don't know yet.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we get to know.
Cheers.
We don't get to know.
Blink.
What stories?
You'll hear him soon enough.
But they could get us killed.
Stories can get you killed if you tell them in the wrong places to the wrong people. Stories can get you
Yep.
killed if you become too recognizable from them. That's why it helps to have a bunch of drunken idiots telling the stories. And at that point, you see Aiden is now on a table, fourth beer in.
Right. So then they come out of this building and they blow up the other one. It's just gone. They blow it up. It was insane. There was pieces and bodies falling all over. They had the crates in there on their ship and they just bolted out of there. And after all of that, they got to the ship and we fired upon them, blowing up some more of them. And then they just went off. And here we are. Medicine for everyone. And we're saving every person here. Give me one of those.
And grabs another drink and chugs it down.
I like to think we're all looking at Aiden. Like everybody is just like turned and looking at Aiden.
Yeah, and he'll just say, "Let's hear it for the COVID!" And everyone just kind of gives a good hearty cheer. And the music
Now-
kicks back up.
Abraham, why do I get the feeling that you're cutting us loose, so to speak?
I have abandonment issues.
I'm not cutting you
We all
loose.
do.
We all do.
We all do. It was in the thing to join.
Do we?
It comes with the daddy issues.
Canonically, yes.
I start humming "Here Comes Goodbye" by Rascal Flatts.
Abraham will say, I'm not cutting you loose, don't worry. You're still gonna be,
We'll still be friends.
part of my flock.
Your family?
Corvid, flock, it was a joke. Part of the family, part of
He has
the
dad jokes.
part of the crew. Always. It's just almost time that you go out on your own, though. You have adventures that you need to go and fulfill. Things you need to go and learn. And I'm going to be here to help you and to give you different jobs occasionally. But I think it's time you...
Leave the nest.
That's a good way of putting it.
This is how my first breakup went.
Captain Starbreeze
With
and
all
I
due
were...
respect, our ship is not real great. I feel our wings are not good enough to fly on our own quite yet.
You got
Our
any
ship
extra
is
lumber?
great, but it needs help.
Pretty shitty.
Have you ever watched?
Pretty
Have
shitty.
you have you ever watched a nest and a couple fledglings that are all gonna leave the nest, right? They all look real raggedy, and eventually they all muster up the courage, or they get forced out of the nest by their siblings or whatever. But usually they kind of come out of the nest and free fall for a while. Usually it isn't just it's real rare for them to really flap their wings and fly right out the gate. But it's really that last second, right before the ground. Yeah, you gotta look. You gotta get up and look and see that right before the ground moment, where they finally flap their wings and take off. Not saying we have to have great wings leaving the nest, so to speak, but eventually we'll probably figure it out.
Just like Sid's trying to say, I'm pretty sure we have our own things that we need to figure out. Not talking about any type of purple sand here, but there's some things I'd like to learn.
Good then. Good
Dan,
then.
what did you do?
We didn't hear that.
Did no one hear that?
No,
No.
it did not pick up. It did not pick up at
Your
all.
stream might have heard it, but we
No,
didn't.
I don't think they did. I played the first part of Freebird solo.
Oh. Yeah, we did not hear that. We just saw you slowly move your phone closer to your mic.
I think she's got good bones. You know, I think the ship's gonna do well.
At the
And
same
what are
time,
wings but hollow bones?
right? Hold on here a moment. You all tend to go off on tangents. And he'll say, Captain Starbreeze and I were speaking, and he has a target that he was willing to give up after he learned it was only going to be moving during the day, and he only does his work at night. And we're going to go and hit that target together. Luxmorris's revenge and the Corvid. I'm going to teach you how to be a pirate. You might have already learned by being under me and by taking over ships, but it's a whole different animal when you're commanding your own vessel.
Sweet.
With that, we'll get you
I
some
don't know how
supplies
much
and some
help
money.
we're gonna be up. Like I don't know how much better off we can make the Luxmorris's revenge, but
We're just
like,
going to be there for the intimidation factor.
sweet.
Alright.
Be sure to
Sounds like fun.
wake up bright and early at noon. We'll head off.
Now, I don't know if this is going to be
Woman,
concerning, but we don't sleep anymore.
I
don't. Well, yeah, no, he's right.
Well, That is a bit of a concern, but I suppose you.
It is pretty rough, especially when you have like 12 beers and you were hoping you would just, sleep it off. No, I'm just drunk for 12 hours.
Alcohol's poison.
We resist.
We're
We Captain America.
resistant.
We're Captain America. We can't get drunk.
It takes you double to get drunk.
We handle ourselves real well.
Wait, that'd be really good for drinking games. We can say I can drink more than you.
Exactly.
Oh my god, we could win bets.
Yeah.
Dan, I'd like to
Equal
stand up
match
and bet
with a
somebody.
dwarf.
I'd like to stand up and bet somebody that I can drink more than them.
Captain
I have
Abraham.
a conversation with Abraham.
Right. I don't think you'll be paying for any of your drinks tonight. So, go have fun. We'll see you in the noon. In the afternoon. Sometime around noon. Not in the morning though. And he'll kind of like shoo you away. I need to go have fun. Atlas, you jump up on the table. You challenge people to drinking. Marcus challenges people to darts.
I'll
Perry,
be cheering Atlas on.
Perry,
Yeah.
you're like fucking with your beer by shaping water and like controlling it, moving it around.
I'm gonna start.
Tell me you
betting
splash
pool
someone in the
around
face with it on
drinking
accident.
game.
Yeah. Okay. Tempest starts the pool for the drinking game, and the bets come in.
Yeah.
You're like sitting at a table with like a quill and like an abacus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Getting us more money.
And
I like
Sid
to think
sits
that Perry's like messing
motionless.
with.
Yeah, Sid sits motionless.
I feel
Swan
like
goes
Perry
over
would
and
be
joins the
messing
band
with the
again.
drink. Perry would be like messing with his drink, and he like fucks up a little bit and it like hits someone in the face across the table.
Starts a fight, but then you have to jump in,
Yeah, yeah.
and you just knock
And
him
I'm
out
just
in
like
one
holding
punch.
Perry, and Perry's just like.
And then like Abraham said, you guys don't pay for your drinks tonight. Everyone is paying for you, as thanks.
I'd like to find the. I'd like to ask if I could. Okay, I want to find the richest looking person in the bar. And I want them to buy my drinks. And I want to say, if you want to buy
Captain
my drinks,
Abraham.
that's
It's
no,
Captain
not Abraham, not Abraham. I won't do Abraham, and I won't do any. And hopefully, I won't do anybody from
Looking
our
for a
ship.
sugar daddy, Atlas.
I'm looking for
I don't
somebody
think there's
to swindle.
anyone rich here.
There's some. Okay.
We're in it.
There's three
There
pirate
are three
captains. That's it.
Yeah, there's three
Yeah.
legends in the making. You know.
There's tarps for roofs.
Is there anybody in the bar that's not part of the Luxmars Revenge,
I mean, there's people from different crews. Yeah.
but not ours? I guess is what I'm saying. People
Yep.
that I don't care about.
There's some from the
I wanna
Pint,
steal from
some
them.
from the Night Sky,
What?
some from just like random merchant ships that came through.
Those ones.
Like, are you going to like pickpocket them, or are you like trying to like swindle them out
I
of
just
money?
want to swindle them all. Yeah, I just want to swindle them all.
okay.
Night. Try to like get some drinks, sure, and never, just get them good and well and toasted, and then swindle some money out of them.
Okay. I'm gonna say that with the drinking contest that you're doing, Tempest
Yeah.
keeping the books proper and everything, with part of the portions going towards the house, aka the ship, you managed to bank yourself 25 gold pieces. Total.
Wow!
Total.
So how much
Good.
does the ship get? How much does the ship get? Is it half?
Yeah.
So take 13. I'm a good
Half
player.
rounded down.
Okay, then 12, and I'll take 13. Sick.
You see that Sid kind of joins in with the music, grabbing 2 spoons and starts playing them.
Yes.
And
Handily well.
you guys just have a fantastic night. Drinking, games, fun. You win some money. You guys go off to the ship in the evening, do your meditation, and we'll pick up in the morning next week when you guys are going to go off and actually do some pirating. And we're actually going to get some things moving.
Sweet.
Let
That's
this
what
be a
you think,
lesson,
at least.
Dan. Don't give us any time on the ship.
Oh, in a pirate
Unless it's
campaign. Yeah,
absolutely
let me never
necessary.
do that.